And Temmie poked me. What the fuck does Temmie have?
He should be banned. I don't know why. How the hell
He
got
poked me too.
what he did.
Oh, he wants to be fucking moved in here.
Oh
Bam.
shoot, we gotta get out of here.
Goodness.
Don't worry about it, we are just taking him to the place where we will fuck him. Don't worry about it.
I hope they know it's peacetime. Hey, is this anybody's black vehicle out here?
Legit, everyone that wanted to
Somebody's
poke me all
vehicle?
just poked me at the same exact time.
No? Okay.
Fucking annoying.
Dude, that was mine. Oh my god. I'm kidding.
Damn it! Do you
Damn it.
have...
User left your channel.
No, he left.
User joined your channel.
And he's back. What is
I had to
going
go-
on? Why are there cops running code 3? It's peacetime.
I had to personally go tell Temmie that I'm not moving him in.
Why not?
No. I'm not.
Why? How? Okay, I'm not even gonna question it. I'm just gonna shut up.
Move him in here.
Huh?
Actually, never mind. You can't. Never mind. Tammy can move him in here if he wants to.
I can move him in here.
Can you though?
Alright, hold on, let me see.
You can't. I don't.
Yeah, I can.
Try it.
Try it? Okay.
Insufficient
thoroughly
permissions.
impressed.
Damn, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's because it's not. I'm not technically. I don't have permission to enter this channel.
Yep.
Well, that's not right. Okay.
Don't fear the
Why would a
reaper.
moderator have access to an admin channel, right?
For traction control, you know.
That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
I wonder who this is. I'm gonna check them out. Oh, this is Haven.
God damn it! I almost drifted right around a corner, but
Hi, buddy.
failed.
How's it going?
What you doing?
Trying to get proof for CAD.
Oh, apparently
Oh,
they have drag
I'll give you a
races
proof real
now.
quick. Hey Scott, can you prove 489
Oh crap, for real?
Haven
I was told even an
Gatsby's?
admin can't.
Good, but I'm racing.
Could you? Just real quick for me.
I
Hold
could,
on.
but I'm racing.
Could you just real quick for me, please? Just pause the game.
It's a multiplayer lobby.
Martin just said he did it for me. Just let me check
Oh,
real quick.
okay. Well, I was just gonna ask Scott, but
You can wait.
he got it. Okay.
User joined your channel.
Right on, thank you.
Yo.
Hi, buddy. How's it going?
You know
Hi.
things. Is Jack Vaco not a trooper anymore, right?
I have no idea. I haven't been here for a week.
I don't think
I have
so.
no idea what's been going on for the past week. Somebody want to catch me up?
Did somebody else answer?
Ed,
Yeah,
I don't
good.
believe so.
What is this?
Okay, I'm gonna strip his tag.
Somebody want to catch me up on what happened for the past week? Or like... Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no. Bye then, nobody fucking likes me.
Nothing really, to be honest. Other than I got admin.
I see that, congratulations. Congratulations.
Making big moves over here, boy.
Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah, big moves.
User was moved to your channel.
Don
Jesus,
Zarita.
man. We got like 30
Spaghetti Yoda.
people joining this shit.
Why the fuck is Demi in here?
How do you even
He
get
wanted me to move him.
it? I didn't
Huh.
do it.
He asked nicely.
He texted me and said my dad beats me. I'm socially awkward.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Same though, so it's all good. Can we crash a couple people so I can join?
I can't
We
do
crushed
that.
Demi.
I'm not even in the game.
I meant from the team speak.
I'll take one for the team. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not fucking. Crashed Barry Allen. He's doing a car dealership and he's freaking dropping the frame rate to the server like really bad.
Well, we're at 34 of 32, so.
GTA wants me to TP too, so.
What car do I want to drag race?
Yeah.
Alright, man, we're good. I got space
Car.
now.
Fuck is he at?
Oh, that's a 19.
Hey, GTA.
Nope, not.
Sound muted.
What's going on, bud?
Yeah, what? I was just. Why am I civilian now? I'm not a trooper anymore.
No idea, my man.
I got banned from the RTO, and it says that I'm a civilian now.
You got banned from the RTO? Like, you.
Well, I mean, well, they didn't ban me, they just kicked me, and then basically I wasn't
Okay.
allowed in the RTO anymore because I'm a civilian
Go
now.
in the moderator waiting for mod/admin channel, okay?
Alright.
And I'll figure out what's going on.
Sound
Hey, does
resumed.
anybody know why GTA got his tag strip? And turn off that music or I'll kick you.
We literally
wanted
said
to
that we
see-
wanted it.
Oh, cool.
Continue
What's
to
aggravating?
me.
dude?
It's fine.
Jesus, it's aggravating.
God damn it, Landon.
There's a lot of shit in my ear.
Where criminals wreak havoc amongst the peace. There is only one server that can keep you safe and happy. Welcome.
Channel switched. User was
How can I
moved
do
to
you,
your
bud?
channel.
What's going
Yeah. I really don't know why though, but oh god. I want to become a trooper again, and for some reason, I'm not a trooper now.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna. Oh, okay, I got you.
Insufficient permissions.
Someone was probably screwing around.
No, I was in the chat whenever they removed your tags. Just give me a second.
User was moved to your channel.
Okay,
What the?
why are you in here?
I don't know. He moved me,
Oh, well,
motherfucker.
leave, please.
User left your channel.
Alright. I forget which. I think it was decent.
Cause I really liked being a trooper. It was fun pulling people over.
You know, you can't just randomly pull people over, right?
Yeah, I know. Like they have
Hey,
to
give me
pass
a
the
second. I'm
speed
dealing
limit
with somebody
or.
else real quick. Just go. Yeah, just.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that is you. Oh shit.
User joined your channel.
Yeah,
Yes, I moved
Alright.
Jack's
Yep.
tags.
So you wanna? I don't have anything over this, so you guys can just.
Wait,
talk it
Deceit,
out.
why'd you move my tag?
Because I was told that you got banned and removed and you were off the roster.
What? Why? Hold up. Alright, so. What?
You got banned and removed. You're off the roster. I was told that you got banned 2 days in a row, so we removed you from the roster.
Sounds reasonable.
No, but both of the bans were insufficient. There was really no reason of doing them. There was no reason of having the bans.
It came from Rydell, so take it up with him.
Okay, but can I at least do something to become a trooper again?
2 bands.
Again, that's up to Rydell.
I would say I would say you have a pretty grip. I mean, Rydell is a pretty nice dude, but I mean, 2 bands, my dude.
Yeah, but they were both insufficient. There was no point of
Yeah,
them.
but you gotta understand, 2 bands.
Yeah, but there was no point in having them. I was banned for stupid reasons.
Well, to be totally honest, Jack, I've seen you fail RP multiple times and given you multiple warnings myself. And this is even when I was a trooper. And then others have said the same. So you're gonna have to take it up with one of the owners or somebody above me, because there's nothing I can do.
Sorry, bud.
I think that's the car I'm wanting.
Alright, that's all you got?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's nothing I can do. I saw that you got banned, and then you're not on the roster, so I had to remove your tag.
User disconnected from your channel.
Wah.
User left your channel. Channel switch. User disconnected from your channel.
Can we split it up and make it SUVs and sedans?
User joined your channel.
All units, please report to the Paleto Bay Police Station. Once you hit Sandy Police Station, you can teleport over here. If I have to tell anyone else to get back over here, I'm gonna start yelling at people.
Uh, 364, I couldn't get that guy, that one with the 1080 with. I couldn't get him arrested in the CAD because for some reason it was not letting me fill the report out.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a 20 to it because it wasn't letting me.
Alrighty, that's fine. Alright. Wait, who's this right here? Is this a...
Yeah, it's a...
454, permission to break R2.
464,
he
go.
disappeared.
Can I get the units who were on the scene of that shots fired on the 1099 officer down?
Reason?
Oh, I'm filling up the incident report.
10-4, every unit, please notify one at a time, please.
Just go in the middle.
498.
472.
488.
499.
434.
460.
10-4, that's all. Thank you.
Alrighty. Going 10-7, the server filled up as I was reconnecting, so I'm just gonna take a break.
10-4. Me advise, if you guys are not at Paleto Bay Police Station,
User
please get here and
disconnected
line
from
up on the
your
helipad. Thank you.
10-4, I just got on. I'll head over there now.
472, do you copy?
472.
Go ahead and get inside the Paleto Bay Police Station and get a car and everything.
10-4, I'm just sitting at a red light. I'm coming your way in a second.
10-4.
434 to
491, do you copy? 517, do you copy?
SUVs over here, come on! Join the SUV party!
489. 489, do you copy?
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Explorer's better.
Alright. Haven, I need you at the Paleto Bay Police Station. Thank you. Anyone that's not at Paleto Bay Police Station, please get there or... Yeah. .489, please get at the Paleto Bay Police Station. 517, do you copy?
User was moved to your
517, do
channel.
you copy? Alright, so who's all here at the Paleto Bay Police Station? I know we have more units than just this.
498.
Ten 4. 498, I need you to respawn over here, thank you.
Be advised, I'm already here.
491.
User disconnected from your channel.
Hey, moderator, if you could you go ahead and move them out the channel if they're not on?
I got you.
EMS is online.
10-4, are you, PD too?
No, I wasn't really assigned to that, but they said I could if I wanted to.
10-4, go ahead and, can you get on as PD and I can brief you also as well?
Police?
What do you mean by brief? But okay, I'll do it.
It's a briefing.
Oh, we're doing a briefing? Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
513 advised.
Wait, so we're looking. I can take a screen.
513 advised.
I'm just connecting to the server.
460, go ahead and get your vehicle and get over there. 515, are you hopping on the SCOP?
4990. Ooh.
515, are you hopping on the SCOP?
498, code 0.
10-0.
10-0.
10-0.
4810.
You guys, if you guys 10-0, please just come back to the Paleto Bay Police Department and stand in front of your cars.
10-4. 10-4. Out of character, the reason why I'm not cops, I'm not that good with, 10 codes.
You still need.
Why you practice?
Yeah, but
Do you have
if I s-
monitors? Do you have 2 monitors?
No.
Do you have a phone?
No, it's called-
You print them out and you put them on your desk.
Wait,
and
don't
you say
copy
blah,
my
blah.
idea.
What's a printer?
I don't know.
So like, why are you saying stuff that you don't know?
But the thing is, I'm bad at dispatching, I just, straight up say what I see.
That's like a young thing, you know. Even when I was
10-3.
12. Sorry.
Alrighty. 517,
Okay,
like I said,
stop shooting
10-3.
each other, goddammit. Be advised,
We're
all
just
enabled
shooting
units
this.
454, you can talk if need be since you're active mod.
10-3 is not in effect.
Alrighty. If you're, like I said, if you guys 10-0, please get back to Paleto PD and stand in front of your vehicles. If you haven't do so already, please do so.
I'm at Paleto PD, I'm just dead inside a bush.
10-4, what's your ID?
User joined your channel.
Let me check.
$4.99. Don't go clock in and get in your proper uniform.
442 to
Where's
480.
she at, Aunt Paula's?
Levi's 1080. I mean, not 1080. It's 10-3, please. Yeah, there you go. That's it. 1080. There you go.
1080
Don't judge me.
Can you 10-1 for a second?
No, no one's 10-1ing.
Okay.
Unless you need to speak to him about administrator reasons.
Yeah, I need to talk to an administrator.
10-4, then you can go ahead and go.
Okay, I'm gonna be going to the waiting.
This is
Alright,
454.
User
Be
left
advised,
your
10-3
channel.
is now in progress. I'm going to be going as dispatch.
10-4, you're gonna go as dispatch? Who is this right here? Wait, who
I'm
is
taking
this?
Let me take a photo, okay?
Oh, okay, I didn't know you were taking a photo, okay. Chill.
We're looking mad thick right now. Yo, how do I... Okay, there we go. Yo, JD, you wanna get in it? You look mad bloody right now.
I look mad bloody?
Yeah. Like flow season down there.
There we go.
Either you're in it or you're out. Do you want to be in it? Stay in the middle. Go on the helicopter thing, like in the middle. Yeah. Now do /flex.
That's not gonna work. Whatever.
Alright, you guys.
Being sarcastic.
Jesus is coming back.
Alright, listen, right? Flex type fixes everything, alright?
That's a lot
Advise,
of
10-3
damage.
is in progress. I won't.
Jaden,
I
you
will
just
move
can't
you
do
out
it
of this
right.
channel. I use this channel
Holy
personally.
shit.
Flex, where's Temmie? Where's my ride along?
That's a lot of damage.
10-3 is not effect, thank you.
User was moved out of your channel. User left your
Ooh,
channel.
Landon. Ooh. Oh yeah. What do you
Alrighty,
think
line
about
up in front of your vehicles, and if you're not on duty, go get on duty and get in your proper uniform, respected uniform, thank you.
Where was I moved to?
Everyone do /emote cop.
User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
575, I see you flying up around. Are you on duty?
I am invisible. I am very discreet.
Alright, 575, if you're not gonna be on duty, please, you know, fly out of here or do something. Do whatever you need to do.
My car, buddy.
User in your channel
Alrighty.
timed out.
You.
Jesus.
Get out of here.
Everybody line up in the proper, in front of your cars. How hard is that to do? Please do so.
For some, it is impossible.
User disconnected from your
364
channel.
be out of channel for a minute.
User left your channel.
That's
Give
a
us
lot
one of those
damage.
like walking speeches. You know what I'm talking about? 364, like walk up and down.
You
know?
all are
And then
useless
scream.
pieces of shit.
User
But
entered
you are
your
no
channel.
longer
Here we
useless
go.
because you were with the Georgia State.
Tammy, get here. Tammy.
Where's my stupid ride along?
Right here, bitch.
I'm gonna park you in
User
handicap.
joined your channel. User was
Jonah,
moved to
I
your
will murder
channel.
you.
What do I have to do to get a truck? as a
Alrighty.
car?
Hold up. Everyone, 10-3. Thank you. Alright, stand in front of your vehicles, not beside your vehicles, not behind your vehicles, not, you know, on top of your
User
vehicles,
left
in
your
front of your
channel.
vehicles. Thank you.
Shut the fuck up. I told you to stop talking.
Alright, listen, next person to talk, you're getting moved out of RTO and telling to go off duty for the
Big
rest of the
boy.
day. How about that? Alrighty, there you go, now you're being quiet. Alright, so,
I'm a little
respect
dumb, Jesus.
and do not self-admin. If I see you guys doing that, that's gonna be a problem. Respect and
User
same character,
joined your
yeah.
channel.
Basically, respect and same character and don't self-admin. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Another thing is, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Alrighty. Alright, yeah, like I said,
Time 15.
don't, like I said, report admin abuse, don't self-admin. That's one thing I am going to be very strict on. I'm gonna encourage you cadets, new cadets especially, to watch the training video down in the training area.
Get the fuck down.
Encourage
Tammy.
civilians to be in the
Tammy.
CAD/MDT. That is not a requirement. It's just you're encouraging them to. Okay, I don't want to hear you guys saying that you guys, you know, are gonna go around, you know, saying you have to be in CAD to be civilian. No, you don't have to be in CAD to be civilian. It's encouraged for them to. They don't need to be if they don't want to be. Use proper loadout for your rank. I don't want to see troopers and sergeants. I don't want to see troopers and cadets. I don't want to see cadets as troopers or sergeants. You know, yada yada, so on and so forth. You guys understand that? Use the penal codes for the proper jail times per the sheet. That's inside the channel descriptions of these two. The jail password, if I'm correct, is state. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wrong.
Tango.
Tango.
Alright, Mivaz, the new jail password is Tango. Do not say it in game. If you're caught saying it in game, I'm gonna have a firm talk with you.
Can I have spelling?
Tango, I believe.
Yes.
It's Tango.
Comment.
RTO is radio traffic only. This is the channels we're in. This channel, the channel below us, and the channel below that. That is RTO only. That means you're supposed to be calling out the traffic stop. And by the way, I'm gonna say this: if you guys are gonna say I'm on a traffic stop, dispatch isn't gonna dispatch for you. Okay? If you gotta say the proper 10 codes, dispatch, please make sure you enforce that highly. Do not,
Like a fucking child.
dispatch for them if they're not gonna say the 10 codes in the proper way of saying it. All right? Dispatch, you copy?
10-4. 10-4.
Alrighty. Use common sense. Do not start pursuits over the small shit. Don't start pursuits over, let's say window tint or something like that. 1099s, and I just had this happen. 1099s means all units need to respond no matter what you're doing. You're on a 1011, drop it and respond.
What the fuck just shot a rocket?
Whatever you're doing, drop it and respond. I don't care if you're sitting on the side of the road watching Netflix on your computer in game.
Wanking up.
Drop it and respond.
I just got here.
I don't care if you're sitting there watching whatever, just drop it and respond. Or if you're sitting there filling paperwork, you can wait until later and drop it and respond.
Dude, you go back there, you're getting kicked.
Supervisors must clear you from all priorities. If I say, if you're not filling out the incident report and you're free to go, I at least expect 2 more people to stay on scene. 2 or 4 more people to stay on scene.
I'm about to delete all of your cars.
Do not ask me if you're gonna be let off scene. If you ask me, I'm just gonna deny you.
Okay,
unless you have a prisoner and you tell me you have a prisoner, then I'll let you go.
Get out.
Admins will set peace time for however long they deem necessary. It depends on the active moderators in here.
Alright, you get 5 seconds to leave or I'm kicking you.
How long we're gonna
5,
deem peace time.
4,
active mods,
3,
other active mods, do you guys want peace time?
Okay.
No.
Alrighty. PD, do you guys want peace time? Yes or no?
Nope.
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 Alrighty.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes.
Majority wins. Don't argue over RTO.
Nope.
It's just a question.
Like 2 people saying it over and over again. So I'll let you know.
Alrighty. I will approve vehicle setups when when I feel deemed. Well, whenever I get done with this briefing. Keep the server clean. I don't want to hear of texture loss if you guys are going around not deleting vehicles. If there's no one next to the vehicle, delete it. I'm getting tired of hearing guys saying there's texture loss when you guys aren't when you guys are driving past 20 cars sitting on the side of the road. That's thing that you guys should do. You guys should keep the server clean. It's just not staff's job. It's your guys' job too. You guys are PD. You guys are trusted in the community. Just about as much as, a regular trust member would be. Or actually, a regular member would be. You guys can DV vehicles for a reason. Any moderators have anything else to add?
If there's like 20 cars somewhere, let us know that's possible modder. If you need help deleting stuff, call one of us. We got the delete gun for a reason.
Ome.
Can I add something?
Hold on. I'm just gonna say this, and another thing is, if I hear of a PD person not reporting the modding and it happens right in front of them, I will have a talk with you and myself or an admin will, because that's very, 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 very wrong for you to do. Is not to report the modder if there is a modder. Alrighty.
Real quick, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, how many of you saw the message I posted on Discord today?
Negative.
About the proper way to dispatch.
Negative.
Okay, when dispatching, you first need to make initial contact. With anything to do with radio, you need to first make initial contact with who you want to talk with. In this case, if you're calling dispatch for a call out, you need to say your unit number, dispatch, and then you say whatever 10 code it is. In this case, it would be 454 dispatch 1011. It gives dispatch a chance to prepare the copy. To get all the information down and put it in the cast. The whole reason it's there. So if you say 454 1011 I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna be like, wait, hold on. I'm gonna ask you to keep repeating yourself.
This is 364 to dispatch, and by the way, if they don't call it the proper 10 codes and stuff, don't dispatch for them. If they don't do properly, do not dispatch for them. It's coming straight from me.
And 4. Okay. Also, the only way you can interrupt is if you call either shots fired or priority. Priority. If it's a priority, it better not be a priority. 10-11 on. If two people call at the same time and I hear two different codes, I will determine which one to call out first. So if I hear suspicious person versus shots fired, I'm gonna go, okay, 1099 is more important, I'm gonna you first. Anyway.
This is
Can I add Sorry, can I add something real quick?
Go ahead.
If you see anything else, like, you may see modders, but if you see anything else that's breaking the rules happen, just report it to one of us, moderator or admin.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
so basically back to what Jaden was saying, no self-admin.
Yes,
Also,
pretty
can
much.
I add something real quick?
Go ahead.
Alright, so, in the past 3 hours I've been on, I've seen, I'm not going to name names, but I've seen a couple officers run a couple red lights, cut a couple stop signs in corners. Just make sure you guys are following all the traffic laws, because the civilians reflect off of all of us. So if you guys are, running red lights or stop signs or anything, they're going to think they can do the same thing, and that's not a good reflection on our police department. Just make sure you guys are following all the traffic laws.
And that's another thing. If I see you breaking traffic laws, I'm gonna tell you get off duty. First time is gonna be a warning saying, okay, don't do it. Next time, it depends on.
You're getting kicked if you don't leave.
It depends on if you're actually, if you actually didn't mean to do it, or something like that. You know what I mean? It just depends. Whether you didn't mean to do it. If you just keep on saying, oh well, keep on making up excuses, I'm just gonna tell you get off duty for the day, and then I'm gonna give you a civilian tag for the day. And I'll give it back to you tomorrow, and you can have a second chance. But most likely,
User joined your
that's
channel.
not gonna end like that. It'll probably be either I'm gonna tell you to get off duty for the day and just keep your tags, or something like that. Depends on how major it is. By the way, active admins and mods, please report that to me if you see any cops doing that. Thank you. If you have their names. Basically, short, sweet, and to the point. Don't be stupid. Let's have a safe patrol. Let's have a fun patrol. At the same time, as everyone says, it's just a game. So, at the same time, let's have fun.
What?
But let's also keep it realistic. All right? Everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Can I add something before we end this?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's about the no pursuing people with window tint or that. I think that's wrong, because if they have something
User
like a
joined your
wanted
channel.
level on their CAD system, that might be the reason why they're running in the first place, not because of a window tint.
Okay, listen, right? I'm just gonna point this out, okay? Not to be rude, I'm just saying. Listen, if you put them because of the window tint and they have a warrant and they start running, that's fine. They have a reason to run. It's not just because of the window tint. If they're on the CAD and they don't have any warrants or anything like that, and they're not on the CAD and they don't have any warrants like that, and say it comes back all clear, and then they start running, disregard it.
For what?
Because I'm not gonna have 1080s constantly going because people want to run because of window tint and they don't have no warrants and stuff. It's not a valid reason to run.
Just to fix it.
Well, if they're running for the window tint, I understand. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Just for
guess.
window tint and underglows, don't run. Just don't bother with it.
And with
unless
the
they have
red
warrant.
lights, if you have to respawn somewhere and you're just trying to get there a little fast, just turn on your lights at the red light instead of just going through it. Because I've seen cops respawning, and they have a valid reason to go through a red light, but they just don't even turn on the lights. They'll just go right through it.
Alrighty, listen. If you guys are called for a 1030, I forgot what the 10 code is already. If you guys are called for additional unit to a traffic stop, just go to code 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Go code 2. Unless they said code 1, then go code 1. What?
Let's say I want one of those police vans over there. What do I need to be? Like a trooper.
One of the explorers over here.
Just say policeman. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, cop.
You're hurting my feelings.
I'm sorry.
And then 434, permission to speak for one mic.
Go.
Another thing is, with the 10 codes, some people may not know them by heart. No one's gonna fully fucking know them, like, for heart. I mean, it takes time, takes a while to learn. If you're in a traffic stop, instead of jumbling yourself, trying to figure out what to say. Use common speak, because I know a lot of departments use 10 codes and common speak for clarity. Don't kill yourself to try to find what every 10 code is. It's even me sometimes have trouble.
Well, basically what I'm saying is if you're just gonna keep on rambling over RTO, just be rambling. Dispatch, don't dispatch with them, alright?
Well, I don't think that's right either. Just correct them. Don't ignore them.
I'll help correct you. I'll just be like, hey, okay, you're on a 10-11, I got it.
I understand patients can, get thin, but if that's why you signed up for dispatch, you should expect that. He's being an idiot, and I'm grabbing.
Another thing is, I'm gonna say this: interrupting. If you constantly interrupt people one after another, dispatch will tell me your names that keep on interrupting, and I'll talk with you because that's one thing that should not be allowed. And that's one thing I'm gonna highly prioritize no meeting since I'm a supervisor now.
That's even worse.
If you guys didn't know, I just became supervisor 3 days ago now. For you new cadets.
That means
So just letting you all know. Alright, let's go out there and have fun patrol. 10-3 is not in effect. All clear your guys' vehicles.
Congrats.
10-4.
Is no longer in effect or isn't?
Get back here.
It's no longer in effect.
Can you,
498.
Everybody stand in front of your
Kenny.
vehicles. Stay in front of your vehicles until I clear your vehicles.
Timmy, knock it off.
I got him. Don't worry. I got him. I'm controlling a fucking monkey.
Hello. Just testing right now.
Clear for test. You're fine.
How do I get a light bar?
It's in the extras.
I'm a cadet.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, 1-4. Oh, damn.
User in your channel timed out. User joined your
Who
channel.
are you talking? Wait, where are you at, Sam?
I'm right behind you. I'm the one in front of the SUV. I'm walking towards you.
I'm done with you.
472,
Can you see
I
my
can see your
name?
name. 472, I can see your name. Oh yeah, what's up?
The CAD, for some reason, when we switched to CAD, I didn't. Can I get a brief on this?
Oh shit.
Or when we got the new CAD, I haven't got that set up. I just now got in it. I just need that
User
to be
disconnected from your channel.
approved for police. I'm got.
498 to control.
.498 to control. 460. Can we get rid of peacetime?
264. Can I adjust the
480.
EOP?
Do you want to adjust it? Yeah. You want to try and say? Are we gonna keep it Sandy and Plato?
10-4, Sandy Polito.
Remove the city.
Units, quit abusing your guys' horn. Sorry. Back to RTO.
Shoot. No, I'm not. I never did. 2 sticks of butter. Are you high? Water. Yeah. It tastes just as good. I am. So is this whole family, so, you know. Stop honking the damn horn.
499 to dispatch. I got a 1050.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Dispatch to all units. Be advised, we have a bolo out on a Lamborghini. License plate is going to be 2 Foxtrot Alpha
User left
Sierra
your
Tango.
channel.
That's going to be 2 Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Last seen in Marina Drive.
10-4.
.364 dispatch.
Send it for dispatch.
Gonna show me on a 1011 with a green 2-door on Great Ocean Highway.
What's the make of that vehicle?
Unknown. I'm trying to catch up to him right now.
BMW i8.
Are we gonna take off peacetime now?
451 dispatch.
Stand by for dispatch. 364, what's that postal on the location?
Unknown at the time. He hasn't stopped yet. I'm trying to catch up to him.
10-4. Stand by.
User joined your channel.
Is everyone in Polito or Sandy right now?
Unit calling for. We're in both Polito and Sandy. Unit calling for. Other unit calling for dispatch. Go ahead.
10-4.
I'm on a 1011.
Negative. I called before.
Hey.
10-4. Sorry.
502. I just explained how to call.
449 to dispatch. I'm in a 1080 with a
49.
green BMW i8.
Peacetime. It's peacetime. 1022.
See you.
364. Put 10-3 in
Please,
effect.
man. Fuck the police. Can catch me.
Jesus.
All units be advised. 10-3 is not effective.
Alright, listen, right? I'm done. Last time. If I hear one more person calling it out wrong, and you're calling it out like that, like saying this is, you know, blah blah blah, I'm in the 1080 and you're not letting dispatch get what he needs, you're just gonna go off duty. Last chance. Alright, 10-3 is now
Hold on.
just
Like I said, you gotta call your unit number and the type of call. So, for example, 364 1011. 502 priority. Wait for me to respond to you. Wait for me to get your attention, and then wait for me to acknowledge that you called me, and then I will respond. Be advised, 10-3 is no longer in progress.
609 10-8.
Be advised, 609 showing you 10-8. Welcome to control.
498 to control.
Go ahead, 498.
I'm gonna be back tonight.
And 498 showing you 10-8. Be advised, are you in or out of your vehicle?
I'm gonna be inside of my vehicle.
And 4, I'm showing you out of your vehicle right now.
Fuck you! You can't take that back.
Who said that? Who said that?
You did.
Nobody said
What
that.
what the fuck?
10-4, can you move
What
me?
is going on?
I wish I could move you.
I got it.
User left your channel.
Hey Mod, can you go tell that guy he told us to go?
User was moved
Thank
out of
you.
your
He was like,
channel.
Alright, you're free to go, and then got mad when we went.
Unit calling,
I
unit
dude,
609
so am I,
dispatch.
man. So am I.
so fucking confused right now.
609 dispatch.
User
Oh my goodness.
Nobody said you could leave, bro. I don't know what you're
Dude,
saying.
the little man,
you're free to
he's
go.
like, you know what, you're free to go, and so we went. What are you talking about?
Are you
What
sure
are
he
you
said that?
talking
364
about?
dispatch.
I'm 100% positive.
Go ahead and show me
Why
10-8.
not?
I can tell you that I heard it, but I'm pretty sure I heard it.
10-4, welcome to patrol.
Hey, who's Burby?
Thank you.
Crypto, do you know Burby?
434 dispatch.
Go ahead, 434.
Show me in patrol on Sandy Shores.
Info 434, showing you active 1041 in Sandy Shores.
40 dispatch.
Go ahead, 48.
Should be today,
User
1041.
joined your channel.
Info, welcome to patrol, trooper.
451 dispatch.
Go ahead.
Show me 10-8, 1041, active 1012 with 575, who's also playing as active moderator.
Info 451, showing you it. Can I get that unit again?
575. It's gonna be a Temmie plays.
Oh, 10-4. He needs to be. Oh, he is in here. Be advised, are you signed into the CAT?
10-4, 451. I should be in the CAT system as 10-8 at this time.
10-4. Can you have your additional with you and sign in as a ride along with you?
$517 to dispatch. Permission to speak.
Good.
I need someone to accept my CAT invite. I've been waiting about 2 days.
RTO, please.
I gave him permission to speak.
Yeah,
4517. I'll be sure to pass that through to higher up.
It's RTO though.
460 1011.
Wait. 364 dispatch.
Hold traffic 364. Go ahead 460.
I'm gonna be on 1011 on northbound Panorama Drive. I'll be pulling over a gray Nissan GTR. One occupant, no additional 1032s needed this time.
10-4. Can I get a postal code?
Yeah, it's gonna be 3038.
That's great.
What
are you doing?
Got you on a 1011.
You can only make a
North
right turn
Panorama
when it's safe.
3038
Well,
with gray
obviously it wasn't
Nissan
safe.
GTR. Occupant ×1, no additionals needed.
What the hell's going on, dude?
Jesus. Yo!
Okay.
Go ahead with your traffic 361.
You mean
gonna follow
364?
this officer.
Correction 364. Go ahead.
Levi's, can you go ahead and just notify all units to quit poking me? I'm tired of getting poked 24/7.
10-4.
Yeah, I think you were able to poke me.
Stop running.
Say
You
again,
need
480.
kicked.
If anyone needs any, help with anything, just poke me.
Be advised, all units are cleared to poke 480. Do not poke 364. Just to throw that out there.
Unless it's urgent, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
So you hit me back there. You're running from cops. You're running from me. So you're getting kicked.
And?
480 dispatch.
For what? For running from cops?
Show me 10-8 active admin.
Wow. Yep.
And 440.
Then, oh my god. Honestly, this is why no one plays servers anymore, because of stupid peacetime. Like, peacetime shouldn't even be a thing. Literally.
What's up, sorry? Yeah?
Disregard.
10-4.
Dispatch calling unit 460. Dispatch calling unit 460.
460 is currently in a 1011.
10-4.
40, 10, 11.
Go ahead. Sorry, my Discord's freaking out. Correction team C. 488.
Difficult.
You ready with your? I'm ready with your traffic.
Go ahead, 1022. Can I get a? Never mind. He exited.
Did he offend at all or something?
Break a peacetime.
10-4.
Name, I'm just a god.
10-4. Admins and moderators will be on the lookout for it.
10-4, thank you.
.505 to dispatch.
Go ahead, 505.
Show me 10-8.
10-4, 505, showing you 10-8. Welcome to patrol.
Nice, bro. I'll be sure to come back.
Yeah.
498 to control.
Good.
Maybe 10-7, 2 mics.
10-4, 498, showing you 10-7, 2 mics.
48, 10-11.
You said 10-11 or 10-1?
10-11.
Good.
Show me Mercury Boulevard with a marked cruiser, occupied ×1. Here's postal code's gonna be 1040, running from the police station. Can I get a supervisor? Or sorry, 22 that supervisor.
You said 22 that supervisor?
10-4. Let me go ahead and engage this real quick.
10-4, do you have a unit number?
10-4, 517.
10-4.
I'm gonna go ahead and check on him.
Rough so far.
Yeah, man. I mean, that light was turning just yellow
Dispatch
and
calling
red.
unit
I know, I
364.
saw it yellow, I looked up, I'm
Go.
like, okay, this is my chance.
Can I have you respond to a 1011?
Yeah, well, you should stop for yellow, man.
Where a marked unit has been pulled over.
10-4. What's the 20 again?
Postal code 1040 on Polito Boulevard, right in front of the Polito Bay Police Department.
10-4. Do you know who hasn't pulled over?
Unit 488 has Unit 517 pulled over.
10-4.
Or radio dispatch.
Go ahead, 488.
Go ahead and show me 10-8 off that 10-11.
10-4. Unit 364, you could disregard.
10-4. I'm already here.
10-4.
.609, can I just send through a question real quick?
Go ahead.
So in my car, every time I like pull forward, my tires just straight burn out. Like, is there a way I can just stop that?
Are you using keyboard or controller?
Keyboard.
Negative. There's no way to stop that unless you have a controller.
Darn. Thank you.
480 dispatch.
Go ahead, 480.
I'm gonna be 10-6 for about 5 mics while I deal with an admin situation.
10-4, showing you 10-6.
513 going 10-7.
10-4, 513, showing you 10-7.
User left your channel.
364 dispatch.
User disconnected from
Go
your
ahead,
channel.
go ahead, watch command.
Levi's, go ahead and show me 10-8 off that 10-11. 517 is okay.
Okay, 10-4.
460 to dispatch.
Go ahead, 460.
You can mark me 10-8 off that 10-11.
10-4, showing you back.
364 dispatch.
Go ahead, 364.
Go ahead and show me as active patrol. I'm gonna be available statewide if need be.
User
357 to 502 direct. Sorry guys, I need to talk to him.
Negative, there's no 502.
Did anybody approve his training?
Negative. He's down there waiting for training right now.
Alright, thank you.
No problem.
User left your channel.
434 to 364 direct.
Go.
Can I get are you near the Sandy Shores area? So I
That's
need
what we have dispatch for.
oh, sorry. The 10-1 then.
User left your channel.
$4.98 to control.
Yeah, 498.
I'm gonna be back tonight.
10-4. Welcome back. Showing you back tonight.
434 to dispatch.
Ed 434.
Apologies for stepping on your toes.
Say again?
It says apology for stepping on your toes.
No worries.
That's fucking true.
'Is Underglow illegal?
Only if it's red or blue.
Alright, thanks.
Because red or blue is emergency colors.
$48. Are we still out with the bullet with the green Lamborghini?
It's a green Lamborghini 2-door. License plate is 2 Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Too fast.
So far, I possibly got the suspect West Procopio Drive. It's going to be in the construction site. 1062.
10-4. It's going to be a possible code 5.
10-4,
User
and the
joined
license
your
plate does match up. I got in just 32.
10-4. Are you on a 10-11?
10-4 at this time.
364 dispatch.
Go ahead, 364.
Show me back in service and back tonight.
10-4, showing you back in service. Welcome back. Can I get that postal code again? 488.
1062. It's going to be in the construction site, West Procopio Drive.
$4.98 to control. Want me to go ahead and 1097 code 2 to that?
Negative at this time. It's not a. It's
499
10-4.
10-4.
10-4, 499. Showing you.
48 priority.
Go ahead for priority.
Can I get, sorry, not priority, 1011, sorry.
10-4, which 10-11.
Can I get in District 32? Officer has crashed.
10-4. Unit. Can I get Unit 434 to respond to Unit 488's location?
What's the unit number again?
It's going to be Unit 488. Are you in Paleto Bay or Sandy Shores?
Paleto Bay, sir. North Procopio Drive, postcode
No,
1062.
I was talking to Unit 434, sorry.
434 is stationed in Sandy Shores.
10-4. Do we have any units stationed in Paleto Bay?
10-4, 491. I'm in Polito.
10-4. Can I have you
10-4.
respond to West Procopio Drive to 488's location? It's going to be at the construction site, 488-1011.
10-4.
364 dispatch.
Go ahead, 364.
Anyway, show me on a suspicious vehicle on North Great Ocean Highway on a dirt road right after you exit. Standby 1. Right after you exit eastbound of Polito.
Can I have a postal again?
Anyways, postal is going to be 1004. That dirt road.
$460 to watch Grand direct.
Go.
Can we get rid of peacetime now?
10-4, hold on.
My truck out there, I ran over two cats' heads back in the day. And they were very...
364 dispatch.
And they used to just
Good.
up and go.
1022, that last call.
10-4, 1022.
364 to 460, Mevis, that's going to be affirmative on disabling peacetime. Peacetime would be disabled until we get a major priority.
10-4.
Be advised, dispatch, he's 4-3, dispatch calling 434.
Send it.
Are you 1097 or 1027? Or correction, alright, disregard.
10-4.
Dispatch calling 491. Dispatch calling 491, Papa John. Okay.
Yeah. 498 to control.
Alright, 498.
I'm gonna be 10-8, Polito.
Be advised, all units, panic button has been pressed. I repeat, panic button has been pressed. Signal 100 is in progress.
Cap 1020.
Be advised,
What's
stand by
the
for 1020. Stand by for 1020 at this time.
24/7
Be
is
advised,
Sandy.
1020. Yeah, be advised, postal code is going to be 3008. Panic button has been pressed. Postal code 3008, Alejandro Drive, 20 near the gas station.
364, show me en route.
10-4-364, showing
451 priority.
Go ahead, 451.
I have the vehicle. It's gonna be a gray vehicle. I lost visual of it. I thought priority of signal 100 for the panic button, but that apparently they shot a it was gonna be a gray Nissan 300 series. I'm thinking.
I just saw that vehicle pass. He's on the highway.
10-4. Unit 505, can I get you following that vehicle?
10-4.
48. Show me en route, put through.
It's a gray, almost faded out green Nissan GTR wide body.
Anyways, do we have a 1099 at this current time?
10-4, 10. I believe so.
10-4.
48 priority. I got eyes on the suspect's vehicle. It's gonna be a silver GTR, Nissan GTR, North Sonora Freeway.
10-4. I'm gonna be secondary.
This is dispatch. Be advised, break. Officer has been shot down. I repeat, officer is down. 1099 at the gas station.
We have the person who shot him.
I understand.
4-0 dispatch.
But he still shot him, so we need to go there now.
The officer is down. Someone needs to go and respond.
472, can you go back to the officer down? 1099. Go back to the current location.
434 priority.
Go ahead, 434.
I'm on scene with the officer. I see no individuals besides one times civilian.
10-4.
Mevis, where's the current location of the vehicle? Can someone give 20s?
Polito Bay.
Polito Bay, he's too fast. We can't keep up. We need someone who can keep up here.
10-4, can we get 10-4? This is 364 dispatch.
Go ahead.
Mevis, I'm ordering Air 1 to be up and in service if they're Air 1 trained.
10-4, I'll be going there.
Be advised, that vehicle's gonna be at the gas station.
Suspect's vehicle at the gas station in Polito or Sandy?
Heading back towards Sandy.
10-4. Unit 575, you are cleared for Air 1 at this time. Air 1, we need you to respond to a 1080 in progress.
This is 364. Show me gonna be cutting off the suspect's vehicle.
10-4. I will be going Air
10-4, gonna get 20s?
We're
gonna be headed east on Great Ocean Highway. It's gonna be a gray GTR, silver, dark silver, speeds over 130.
Okay, that's not possible. He has
Is he using
modifications.
vehicle mods?
over?
Yeah, disregard.
He is in game mods, disregarded.
He has vehicle mods. He's not supposed to have those. Can I have an admin or moderator kick that person?
It's gonna be
It's Kyle E.
Kyle, the super admin. With
Oh, it's Kyle. Wow. Okay.
Never
What
mind.
a
Stay on
bitch.
Kyle.
Man, you
keep
really
going,
gonna-
stay on him?
Be advised,
No,
there's gonna be
I'll have
opposite
a
lanes of
couple.
traffic still heading southbound in the northbound lanes.
364, can I pass?
364, permission
Left,
pass.
left onto Union Road.
Air 1 is 10-8.
498, permission to pit.
Negative.
10-4,
Do not pit. Do not pit.
10-4, I'm able to if you need me to.
Mevice, is it on a clear open road?
10-4.
Permission
Can I
to
get
pit.
a 10-20?
we're gonna be on
He's going to
Grapeseed.
be
I'll
eastbound.
take over. West
In
Grapeseed
Grapeseed.
Avenue. We're not making a right. Onto Seaview Road, headed north. Still speeds over 60. He's gonna be stopping. Let's block him in. Block him in. Block him in.
Then for Posto is going to be 2033 Seaview Road. Is going to be the location of this 1020. All units, you are required to respond as this is a 1099 officer down.
Four three four to dispatch on the 1099.
Good.
Officer is. I'm on scene. Officer's DOA. Clear gunshot to the head.
10-4. Can you grab the unit's badge number and his items?
10-4.
10-4. Can I get advice on other units on that call?
480 dispatch.
Kick. Set the sheet,
Be
shots
advised,
fired,
signal
shots
100
fired.
is
Shots fired.
10-4. Shots fired.
CV Road, Grapeseed. Suspect still going.
It's gonna be 1070 at this time. 1070.
1070.
Gun!
Set the sheet, shots fired at officers.
10-4. 1099. Signal 100 is still in progress.
Gun!
1099, shots fired, officer down.
Please do
North
not scream
Seaview
in the
Road.
microphone.
Watch crossfire.
Suspect down! Suspect down!
This is dispatch calling EMS.
451. Can we get some EMS down to North Seaview Road? It's gonna be postal code 2033.
Can someone help 494 up if he's not shot?
451-2575 or Air 1 direct.
10-4.
Can you try to make a landing on Seaview Road? We're gonna get traffic blocked down for you. Just stand by.
Be advised, flares are to be marked for Air 1.
451 dispatch.
Good.
Can you get some units to help me block off the traffic?
10-4. Can I get units 491 and 498 to respond to that 1099 at this time? Correct.
364 dispatch.
Go ahead.
364, go ahead and show me on scene active supervisor. No one's clear from priority yet.
10-4. Unit 498.
Flare is placed down.
Dispatch calling unit 498. Do not do that. Dispatch calling 491. Dispatch calling 499. Oh my god. Dispatch calling 505.
I 10-0'd.
Dispatch calling 517. Dispatch calling 514. Correction, 609.
10-4.
Are you on scene of that call at this time with 1099?
Yes, I am.
10-4. Can you go ahead and begin traffic control?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat that?
Disregard.
434 to dispatch.
Go ahead, 424.
The original 1099 with the officer down. He's seen his code. 4 corners been called, and his stuff has been put in an ID bag. I'll take it to Sandy.
451. We're gonna have one unit being lifted to hospital.
10-4. Can I get advisement on that unit?
Unknown at this time. Everyone, if you can confirm, that'd be nice.
Alright, this is 364 to any unit that's available. I need someone over here with a car.
40.
ASAP. Where the suspect is.
SUV would be great.
10-4. Location?
Never mind. Me advise suspect's gonna be 10-11 at this current time. Or 11:44 at this current time. Sorry. He has one gunshot to the head. Someone roll corner.
10-4, I got it.
Do we have an ID or vehicle attached to this call?
User was moved out of your channel.
454 calling watch command.
User joined your channel.
454 calling watch command. Or dispatch calling watch command.
Watch command's busy right now, I think. He's dealing with somebody on scene. Stand by.
Damn it.
451 dispatch.
Right, 451.
Can we confirm the original downed officer at the gas station is safe? Yeah, what happened with?
Be advised, that officer was 11:44 as officers arrived on scene. He was shot in the head. It's going to be unit 460.
48. I'm checking the database right now for
See you soon.
license plate death one. Owner's gonna be Ricky Rodney.
Say again?
The owner of the silver GTR that we were in pursuit with is gonna be Ricky Rodney.
And for Ricky Rodney has been attached. Do we have a vehicle plate?
Death one.
10-4, thank you.
I'm running right now.
Can I get a current location?
Plate is a death one.
Can I get a current location of the
Seaview Road in Grapeseed.
and 4.
ID's gotta be positive for the middle shot.
Four 434 dispatch.
Send it.
Do we need a priority of EMS over officers at the moment?
Be advised, officers are always a priority over EMS. Or for EMS, officers are always come first. For the suspect.
488. The owner, Ricky Rodney, is gonna be a female.
10-4. I have all their information in the CAD. Be advised, signal 100. Be advised, signal 100 is still in effect unless advised otherwise. Dispatch calling unit 498.
488, go ahead.
Disregard 488. Dispatch calling 505. Are you 1023 on this officer shot or on this shots fired 1070?
No, I just got back into the game.
10-4.
User was moved to your channel.
Dispatch calling watch command.
Go.
Is signal 100 still in effect?
At this current time, yes, and also, yeah. At this current time, yes.
10-4.
Is Airborne cleared?
This is watch command to all units. Whoever just cleared off the scene without my permission, you better get right back here right now.
User left your channel.
One of them is going to be unit 491.
Everybody that cleared off the scene without my permission, get back here right now and get over here. I don't care if we're taking up the whole road. 10-3 is not in effect.
10-3 and signal 100 is in effect.
Signal 100 can be lifted at this current time.
10-4. Signal 100 is lifted. 10-3 is in effect. How long until the meeting starts?
Which meeting?
Staff meeting.
It's what time is it? It's like in 30 minutes.
10-4.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
Be advised, Air 1, you need to be cleared by watch command in order to be cleared off the scene.
Air 1, you're clear to go.
10-4, thank you.
Air 1, can I have you over in Paleto Bay? I need to find out somebody has their sirens on in Paleto Bay and it's pissing me off.
10-4, I'll be on the lookout for them.
User joined your channel.
This is dispatch. Who deleted that call? Somebody deleted that panic button call. I had everybody attached to it. Now it's all screwed up.
Yeah, the reason why it was deleted was due to the fact that people that were just joining had to listen to a loud as fuck sound.
Really did?
Like myself. Okay, that's the reason why we don't necessarily use it.
364 to dispatch.
You should try. You gotta stretch fucking.
Every unit on that 1099 call on CB Road is now cleared off.
10-4. Be advised, 10-3 is still in effect.
Be advised, 10-3 can also be lifted too.
Be advised, all units, 10-3 is no longer in effect.
This is 364 to all units that were on that scene. Sorry for the aggravation, but just don't clear off when I don't clear you off of a priority. Thank you.
That's alright.
If you don't know what to do, ask. Well, ask if there's nothing crazy happening.
327 control.
We're at 377.
Show me 1041, 1080, 1071, active supervisor.
10-4, welcome to patrol, sir.
Thank you.
This is 364 to 327. Convenient in 1.
10-4.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
This is 517 to dispatch.
Go ahead, 517.
I'm on a 1080 on East Joshua Road going east.
Be advised, what's the reason for your 1080?
I was trying to pull this man over because he looked suspicious and he just ran off.
498 is secondary, not 1080.
Be advised, disregard.
User joined your channel.
327 dispatch.
Go ahead.
Everyone 10-3. Can I get 10-3 in effect, please?
10-4, 10-3 is not in effect.
Thank you. What the fuck do you guys think you're doing? Clear off a call without a supervisor telling you can clear off. No one should be doing that. If I catch any single one of you doing that, you're going to be stripped of your rank and sent off duty for the next day. Understood?
10-4. 10-4.
Yes, sir.
I should be getting a response from every single one of you,
Affirm.
including sergeants,
Yes,
troopers,
sir.
cadets.
Yes, sir.
Sounds more like it. Thank you. You can disable 10-3.
10-4. 10-3 is no longer in progress.
364 to 327. Continue 1.
10-4.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
609, 107.
498 to control.
Be advised, dispatch will no longer be in service. Self-dispatch at this time.
Super, I'm gonna be on at 1011 on Senora Freeway. Taking off. Suspect's gonna be taking off. We're gonna heading northbound Senora Freeway.
User disconnected from your channel.
You guys want peacetime enabled?
No.
Negative. We're currently in a 1080 heading southbound Senora Freeway.
They said to disregard the 1080.
I told you to dispatch told you to disregard because you had no prior reason to chase it.
Negative. This is gonna be a different 1080. I tried to pull it over for reckless driver.
User joined your channel.
327 traffic.
Be advised, dispatch is no longer in service. Self-dispatch.
10-4. 327 for me, 1011 South Union Drive on the dirt road. If I can have an additional supervisor out here, that'd be great.
575 is going 10-7. Have a nice day, everyone.
10-4.
Do we have any senior admins on?
User left your channel.
364, can I have you respond to my scene, please?
What's your 20?
Going to be South Union Drive, the dirt burn that heads onto that road paralleling Panorama.
What's your 20 again? I have people talking to me again.
1080.
10-4, what's the location? 1080?
Give me that dirt road. Paralleling 1050. It's going to be paralleling East Joshua Road. It's going to be a black four-door sedan or a black two-door sedan with a little lip spoiler.
Deny that description?
It would be a black two-door or four-door sedan. It's going to have a little lamp spoiler on the back. Occupied by one. It's going to have semi-dark window tint.
505, 1011 on Sonora.
Cut your traffic priority.
Alright.
Channel switched. User was moved to
Hey,
your
bud.
channel.
Bud. Yo, buddy. Hey, you want to talk to me? Brock.
Yep.
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Why are you talking over a Signal 100?
I didn't realize.
Did they say signal 100? You didn't hear him calling out the description of the vehicle? You didn't hear him say 1080? You didn't hear any of that?
I heard him say 1080, but I didn't.
Okay. As soon as there's a 1080 active, that means signal 100. That means unless you're being shot at and killed, you don't speak unless you are in that pursuit.
10-4.
Alright, I know you're a cadet, so I'm not going to even give you a warning. I'm just telling you for future reference, alright?
Alright, thanks.
You can go back up to radio traffic now.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Secondary unit, please call it 20s if you're close enough.
Negative, I'm not close to the priority, primary Hessler.
Primary, please call it
Los Santos
20s.
Freeway.
Direction travel, please.
West.
Be advised, Air 1 is available.
About to
10-4, Air 1, can you respond to the 1080?
10-4, Air 1 is call sign Raven, inbound to the 1080 in progress.
Cav 1020.
Gonna be West Los Santos Freeway, speeds up to 114. Primary will have to call that now. I'm too far behind.
I've lost the suspect.
10-4. What was the description of the vehicle?
This would be a black two-door or four-door sedan. This would have a little lip spoiler on the back.
10-4, dispatch, can you set a Ebola for it?
Be advised, dispatch is no longer in service.
Alpha below.
10-4.
Be advised, Air 1 is en route. Or Raven is en route.
Oh.
You seen your admin?
Oh.
I need to see him. Admin. Senior.
Do we have eyes on the suspect?
You seen your admin?
Negative, we lost eyes, heading south Strawberry Avenue.
10-4, this is in Los Santos.
Tougher.
Be advised, that's out of AOP.
Doesn't matter. Priorities go out of AOP. Well, they can.
Alright, I'll get one with you here in a second.
I was told they can.
Well, if AOP is Sandy Pluto Harmony, you cannot go out of that AOP for a priority. If it goes into Los Santos, that's property of the LSPD. We don't have LSPD.
And 4, Air 1 will be heading back to base.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
449, I'm gonna be patrolling Los Santos though.
Negative. It's out of AOP. Get out of Los Santos.
Disengage and return to base. Return to AOP basically.
327, 364 direct.
Go.
Can you meet me at Sandy Shores PD?
10-4.
I'm going to be 10% over.
10-9.
I'll be at 10-11.
10-4-20.
User was moved to your channel.
South Joshua Road, waiting for him to pull over.
.498 took control.
No
Self-dispatch.
49 will be back tonight.
.454 will be back 10-8. 10-41.
457 3 2 3 27 direct.
327.
You were moved.
What?
This guy, Love something, he's in,
517?
Yeah, he needs, senior admin.
Okay. Let me get him.
James Love.
User was moved to your channel.
Yes, James? You wanted the senior admin? You've got a senior admin right here. What's
Thank you. I've been talking to like every senior admin today. I just need someone to like accept me into CAD, you know?
What's your name?
James Love.
Let me see if I can find you in the admin bay.
Okay.
Because if not, then I'm gonna ask 101 here to get you in the CAD. So give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Actually, Rydal, can you accept a James Love into the CAD system by any chance or no? Because I don't know why I can't see the approval queue at all, which is weird. What?
Too bad.
Hey, Pops.
No.
Oh, James, I got you. Never mind.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Alrighty. You're welcome. Any other questions?
No, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, you guys are good to move out. Thank you, Jaden, for bringing that to my attention.
User left your channel.
Yeah. Landon, my bad.
Don't even remember the guy.
No, I don't. That's the
Bad
problem.
person. You're ready for the meeting?
For the most part, yeah.
You were
Oh,
moved.
shit. Well. Got moved. Kinda lonely now.
Channel
11 on
switched.
Joshua Road heading west.
It's
451 dispatch.
Self-dispatch.
Self-dispatch.
10-4. I'm gonna be 10-8 available.
10-4.
Hey, you wanna turn them sirens off for me? Thank you. James.
User left your channel.
I already know what happened here.
Okay, thank you, James.
Yeah, I was AFK.
You
I
alt
was doing
tabbed?
a CAD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already. 'Cause when you turn on
Just to
your lights,
confirm,
and you
what's
press
the
Alt,
speed limit on Joshua Road?
just
one more
press your
time?
Windows button. That's my tip. So you don't turn on your
60.
siren.
Man, what the fuck? What the fuck, man?
Okay.
Man, what the fuck you doing?
I'm just gonna sit back and watch the show.
Man, what the fuck?
Sir.
Hey Sam, get in my vehicle
Sir.
real quick. Can you just get in my vehicle real quick? I need to talk to you.
Disregard him, I guess. Okay.
Didn't say you, Timmy. Get out of my vehicle, Timmy. Get out.
Disregard the gun I pulled out.
Sam, can you get in? I need to talk to you. Thank you.
Me?
Damn it.
Yes, you, my son.
Damn it. Sir.
Yo.
Hold up.
48, show me
Going to the map.
27.6.
Alright, first of all.
Hold up.
Sound
First of
muted.
all, I just wanted to say congrats on the promo. Alright.
Thank you.
Very well deserved. Alright, second of all, I just want to say Timmy guy was just caught baiting there. I don't know what you want to do with him, but yeah.
Yeah, I know he's been doing that a lot. Just tell me.
Ooh, okay. Go back up. Oh shit. Sorry about
There we go.
that. Here's,
Legendary.
Oh, is that your car? Somebody's your car? Okay.
Oh, I
Yes.
DV'd it. Sorry.
Oh. Okay, cool. I know.
It was.
Okay, I'll just getting all it's all good. You know, I can just pull them out of my butt cheek.
Oh, that's nice.
Same, you know. I put a lot of cars on my ass.
Hey, officer, you should really pull him over.
Yeah, exactly.
Just hit my vehicle. Hey, one of you officers should really pull this reckless driver over that's on the opposite lanes of traffic. Just an idea.
Yeah,
There's
no,
context
you pulled out right in
behind
front
it.
of
You
me,
just
and
got
I
it
didn't
the
even hit
worst
you.
time.
I dodged you. I'm just gonna pull through because I even hit you.
Okay.
Hey, did you delete my car? Ah, you bunch of assholes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't. The lights aren't on.
I was chasing this guy for
Get in,
400
I'll give
miles.
you a ride back to
I guess
Piedmont.
I'm getting put him in New York.
This
I can give you a ride.
thing smells disgusting. You
What's with
stupid
the?
bitch.
What's with them? What do you do?
He
Let's
Sound
put
resumed.
Yankee, Echo, Echo, Yankee, Echo, Echo 2.
This is
Jake.
559. Can I get a 1032 on Joshua Road in West?
Jake, please make
User
sure
joined your
that when
channel.
you're talking, it isn't in both channels.
303 327 101 immediately.
It's important.
Kyle.
User left your channel.
Hey, moderator.
Say that? That was Black Magic.
Oh, who said that?
Can I fly?
Who?
Can I like fly a helicopter?
No.
So confused. Where's
No,
this
it's
guy?
Pebble. That's Pebble Magic.
451.
I
Show me
have no idea
1013
who's
back to the
talking. Who's
station
talking?
with a suspect.
Me. I'm in the
Oh,
P1.
you're in this ugly ass piece of shit. Oh.
User left your
no.
channel. User joined your channel.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
This is 499.
I can't fly a little. I can't fly a
No.
little
No,
helicopter.
and that's coming from
Oh.
like senior admins. So go take it up with them.
User left your
Okay.
channel.
Is it only just me?
No, I think it's other people too. But last time we were in a chat
User
together,
joined
I'm
your
pretty
channel.
sure Winters chewed your ass out when you flew a plane. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a no.
Flew a plane.
Or flew a helicopter or whatever. Last time you were in a helicopter, Winters chewed you out. So
517 to dispatch.
goodbye.
Do we have a dispatch?
Negative. There's no
Negative.
dispatch at
Well,
this time.
I have a question. Like,
You're gonna have to go into radio traffic in channel 3.
You gonna ask for a
Supervisor will
10-1?
go down.
User left your channel.
I'm just gonna go ahead and skip
User
everybody.
left your channel.
Let's go ahead and do that.
retard fuck.
Four 60 is going to be 10-7 for the night. Have a good night, boys.
Take care.
User disconnected from your
Ooh,
channel.
that's a nice helicopter.
Just wanted to. I wanted to tell you guys over.
Four five 451-2480.
Go ahead.
Do you know the new jail passer?
It is, I believe, Tango.
10-4 should be Tango.
TENGO.
27 to 364, correct?
Ooh,
Hang on.
what are these?
Go.
Ooh, these look nice.
I code zeroed. Maybe
Can I
waiting
get
for
a-
leading.
Can I get a 10? This is,
Pretty.
499. Can I get a 1032 on Joshua Road heading west?
Peace seats on medevac.
Can someone get his 1032 over there already? Seriously, it's been like half an hour.
451-327. Same
1022. That.
Channel switched.
Ain't got no time
What's up,
for that.
what's up, Landon?
Oh, nothing. I'm just going into my National Guard outfit. I'm gonna go drive
You
around.
like my uniform I made for the?
Oh, that shit's cool, bro.
Yeah, I got evac 1. I mean, I got evac there. Fucking medic evac. So I was given rights to fly. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Medivacs. I'm gonna try to do those.
I want to see if I can get like a I don't know, like a pistol on my side or something, but I can't because I got the vest on.
Does Air One have a special chopper?
Like
a custom one?
no, I believe it's just this one.
It looked a lot fancier in the air.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't believe there is.
The
Unfortunately,
default Maverick only has LSPD, I think. Doesn't
Yeah.
have a state trooper skin.
Yeah, that I couldn't. Ooh, I know what I can do. Hold on.
Wait, were you the? No, you were not the dude I was talking to. Who was the admin that was I was the cop talking to over there by the rocks?
Taylor maybe, or Elliot, or Cammy. I don't know fucking one.
All
of
I
those.
know is him refusing to give military ID. By the way, can fuck you guys.
Who? What? Where?
One of the guys that was role playing this denied giving military ID to a cop, it can royally fuck you guys. So I believe cops then have full right to put you in cuffs because you were I think a law by.
I always provide my ID.
I should have fucking put him in cuffs. He was trying to fucking act all hot shit, thinking he had full rights.
And a pistol in the big vest with the. I think it looks better.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ooh, I'm gonna add some gloves. What's the accessory for gloves?
Should be upper.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on.
By the way, does evac 1 have perms to be landing on your airfield since you guys are taking control of it?
10-4. Yeah, let's see here. I got some freaking ugly gloves. I don't want ugly gloves. I want
I think
pretty gloves.
you can hit 5, change their color. I think.
Yeah, I know.
Big military
Ooh,
tack
here we go.
gloves.
Ooh. Like these. Yeah, I'll go with these. Ooh, Straw's back on. My sergeant's back on. Hey, you want to see my military Humvee that I use?
Sure.
It's pretty cute. Oh, no, that's not it.
That's a that's a GTR. It's not a Humvee. I was saying that's a Humvee. Goddamn, what the fuck they be paying you?
Shit, I don't think I saved it.
Each soldier's got a GTR.
God damn it! I didn't save it.
I actually have a proper Fort Zancudo military.
I got moved and I'm sad now because now I have to hear dispatch.
User was moved to your channel.
If
here it
takes
is.
a little bit second to load, there's. This is like I made one a while ago.
Yeah, it's not customized to how I like it though. I'm in the naval branch of the National Guard.
Oh yeah, these are the Zancudo colors. These are why I made this because this is supposed to be sanctioned out of Zancudo.
Yeah, this is what I looked up the San Andreas Naval National Guard, and this is kind of this is as close as I could get it to it.
You guys have been told differently on speed limits, and it's not Nix or Rydal, then don't listen to those guys.
Oh, that's my ulti pad. There we
People
go.
like to do their own thing anyways, but just wanted to let you guys know on that.
Yeah, looks good.
I like to put a matte on here. I usually do like a greenish
black?
color, like a foliage green. I like this right here.
Kind of like my air uniform.
Yeah.
I kind of have that kind of color.
I like this color. I don't know why.
I tried to get the helmet to match, but it didn't want to match, so I've got like a fucking slightly greener helmet.
Yeah. They have a better helmet that you can use for that. I don't know what it's called, but I know they have it somewhere around there. If you want to poke around for it anytime. You know, if you just mess around.
I would, but the fucking thing is lagging right now for me to be able to switch gear.
Yeah, I think some dude freaking did a car dealership a little bit ago down in Harmony, and I don't think he ever deleted his cars. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go down there and check that right now.
Okay.
Black boy, what you gonna do?
RTO, please.
This is not even RTO.
It's not RTO.
Oh, this is a way.
We're waiting for a meeting.
Oh, this is
an
RTO channel.
Yeah, we're waiting for staff meeting.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for
So
surprise
confused.
springs. So.
Yeah, I moved you up here because it's a staff meeting.
Oh sure, sorry for snapping you today from across the fucking mountain.
That was Straw, and he got very mad at you.
Yeah, I know. He was on my hit list, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but RDM.
Straw.
Not really.
Yeah, that really is.
He's connected to Winters.
RDM.
That's not really RDM. I can literally say that Winters RDM'd me too when he sniped me.
Yeah, but Winters is dead, so he can do
Hi,
what he
Straw.
wants.
I did.
Yeah,
No,
Winters is daddy. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I like how everyone said Winters is daddy when it's technically Nix.
Rydal.
Hey, Nix is
Rydal.
doing Neutron.
Nix is doing German.
Wait,
If you don't know the context, if you don't know the context on that, go look at screenshots in Discord.
I saw that.
Watch it. All of us get moved up.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel. User
How do you
was
do
moved
that?
to your channel.
Have like the whole where it'll move the whole server. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
You guys don't get top power yet.
I have the mass mover, but it only moves the whole fucking server. It doesn't move like into it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get started here and well, we're gonna get started now actually. I'm gonna pass out I'm gonna send a link to the document that we kinda put together based on those of you that actually had input this week. This pretty much has everything on it. There's a couple little side things I wanna mention. Okay, so I've already opened up that so you can kind of see what we're going over, or what is gonna be coming up, and then I have a little note thing. So when we do talk about stuff, I'm gonna take my own little notes here so that whatever we end up putting into effect will be documented here. Looks like we don't really have any admins. One of them decided to go make a pizza when we're fucking starting the meeting, so that's great. The other one's probably eating as well, so that's also excellent.
One of them is sniffing rocks.
But that's fine. They don't get input then on what is going to change. So let me just see. Where was one thing I was thinking about and I forgot what it was. Shit. Okay. The ways it's going to work is obviously you guys don't have talk power. Try to keep the chat to a minimum. You have the note, you have the list of stuff we're going to be going over. So if you have questions or something, make a note somewhere on your own. So we can, at the end, we'll kind of let people talk and give input on stuff. I want to try to make it as quick as possible because we got a lot of shit to go through. So I don't want it to take forever to do one topic. So, alright, so first things first, supercars insanity, this is a pretty easy one. Supercars are allowed everywhere. Yeah. So I don't know who came up with that. Was it you, Kyle? Okay, whatever. So it's fine. That's not a thing because the cars are limited in speed. So unlike every single other shit server that's out there that just puts in the Bugatti and then it does 190, I took the time to actually pull it back so it doesn't go that fast. So that's why I'm really adamant about you guys not letting people use the turbos or the performance upgrades, because if they're just driving the car by itself the way it spawns, then they'll go fast enough. Some of them accelerate really quick, right? So like the Tesla goes 0 to 60 in fucking 2.5 seconds or whatever, but it tops out at 110. So again, I did it on purpose. So every car has a custom handling line. That's why it took me so long to put all these damn things in, is because I customized them. I didn't just take them off 5M, GTA 5 mods and drop them in as they are, so they go 250 miles an hour. There is that one mod car that does that, but that's pretty much it. So supercars are allowed everywhere. If I keep getting complaints about the damn supercars, I'm literally just going to take them all out and put in a bunch of fucking minivans and shit. So that nobody has any nice supercars to drive around in. So yeah, that's not a rule, it's not a thing, they're allowed everywhere. Yeah, that should be pretty simple. If you have questions about that, save them for the end. Admin and mod tags, so I think people have been getting better at this. You know, having your tag, making sure your tag is in your Steam name when you go into the server, whether you're going on as a modern admin or not, you still need it. Because again, I want people to know that there's a presence on here, right? We're less likely to get the trolls and the modders if people think that we have a bunch of admins kind of watching everything. So even if you're going on as a cop, you still can have your admin tag. You need to have it. Or if you're a cop and then you're also going civ, you can still have your unit number and your admin tag. It doesn't matter. The only thing that's absolutely required is if you're going as a cop, obviously you need the tag. But that's separate from this issue. So you're a modern admin or a senior admin, you guys need to have your stuff in your name. Again, it's about the presence, right? So people see a bunch of SA and A and mods driving around, then, you know, they're going to be less likely to do stupid shit. Just like when you're outside and you roll up and there's a cop sitting next to you at the traffic light, or, you know, walking around a mall or whatever it is you guys go and do, you know, you're less likely to fuck around if you know that the cop's standing right there. That's kind of the logic behind that. That's why we have mod vehicles, that's why we have admin vehicles and outfits, is because when you guys are out there, you know, it's a show of force, so to speak, right? It keeps people from doing stuff or getting crazy, getting carried away. So I need to have you guys' tags. If I see you guys in there after this point without your tags, then you're just gonna get the boot because you all have had plenty of warning. And like I said, it's getting better at this point. So, okay, moving on to the item 3, 80/20 definition. So, as some of you have seen or have heard, Schnee and Wolf are no longer with us. We got a lot of complaints about Schnee, you know, and his kind of just being too much, you know, on the server and in the patrols, and it ended up to the point where he was so much over the top that people just really didn't want to play with him, including myself. When I would see him in RTI, I'd be like, I'm good, I'm gonna go Civ, right? Just because I didn't want to deal with it half the time. So if I'm feeling that way and I'm the owner, I can only imagine how the rest of you guys are feeling. He wasn't a bad guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He actually left on a pretty positive note. He just resigned because he just didn't want to. I think he knew in the end of the day that he was in the wrong. I knew that I think he knew his style of playing was not really going to work here, and that's fine. This server's not for everybody. I know I've talked to several of you guys who are, you know, complaining about this or that. Oh well, you know, it's, you know, we need this or we need that or the rules or whatever, and it's like, well, you know what? There's 10,000 other 5M servers out there, and they like having rules, and they want you to do every single little thing that they want you to do, and if you don't, they give you the boot. They're usually empty most of the time, but if you guys prefer that, then go for it. That's just not really this server. So again, to bring it back to the point, which is the 80/20. So if you guys are doing what you need to do 80% of the time, and you want to fuck around 20% of the time, and by fuck around, I don't mean troll the server, spawn a bunch of fucking planes, and, you know, be an asshole. I'm talking about, like, you want to go and relax and do something stupid and laugh and have a good time, which I know a lot of you see me doing that on the server. That's why I fucking built it, is to be something to have fun with. You know, but then 80% of the time I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm being the owner. I'm dealing with the nonsense all the time, right? So as long as the majority of the time you're doing what you need to do, then you're going to be forgiven the couple times you do stupid shit. So I want everybody to understand that, and that's how I want everybody to you admins and you senior admins, when you're out there dealing with people in the server, you need to keep that in mind. So even if you're a hard ass, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is my server. I want it where you're not a hard ass. 80% of the time people can get away, or 80% of the time people can do what they're doing, and 20% they can fuck around. So keep that in mind when you're out there being an admin or a supervisor. That's acceptable here. That's the rule. Period, point blank. If you don't like that and you want something more serious, this is not the server for you. Go find a different server. Because I'm getting tired of hearing people, you know, getting into trouble or having issues or drama because they were doing 90 on the dirt road in Sandy in a supercar. Like, that's not really a reason to, like, ban someone from the server. But I think some of you guys take it that seriously. And the reason Schnee is not here is because he was someone who took it that seriously, right? And it just, we're not that fit. That's the square peg going in the round hole. It's just not going to work. So keep that in mind. If you guys need clarification on that, or if you're not sure if you're being overzealous or you're being too aggressive about something, check with somebody. Don't just do it and then hope that you don't get in trouble for it later. If you're not sure if something should be considered like a problem or not, check with Rydell or I, or, you know, one of the senior admins, or several of them if you don't like the answer from the first one. Don't just take it upon yourself to dole out, you know, punishment or whatever, and then hope that you don't get in trouble for it later. Because you will. It'll catch up to you, just like I caught up to Schnee, right? So just keep that in mind. And then that kind of leads me to admins creating their own rules. So the rules are at the top of the TeamSpeak. I know that some of my admins and moderators haven't read them because, you know, you guys go out there and do stuff that doesn't make any sense. So rules are in the very top of the TeamSpeak in the lobby. Those are our official rules. They pretty much encompass pretty much everything. I mean, and again, it kind of goes back to the 80/20 definition, kind of the lax way that we have it here, that I want it here. You know, so those are our rules. If you guys are out there making up your own shit, you're gonna get in trouble. So if you see something where you're like, hey, we should have a rule about this, or hey, we should do this differently, or hey, you know, this is getting out of control, whatever it is, then bring it up to Rydell or myself. Don't just enforce something. Primary example, the supercars in Sandy, or another one that Schnee liked to do was not muting yourself in RTO. I don't know where the fuck that came from, because I mute myself in RTO, especially when I'm on a call talking to a Civ in the game, because half the time you can't fucking hear him if you're also in the RTO. So again, he took it upon himself to just create his own rule about not doing that, and then sort of yelling at people for it. And I was taken aback by that when I heard about it. I'm like, what? So again, don't take it upon yourself to create your own rules for the server. Rydell and I will create the rules. And if you guys want to suggest stuff, great, but don't be out there enforcing shit that doesn't exist. because that will quickly end you in hot water where you're no longer either a supervisor or an admin. And yeah, again with questions, I think I'm pretty approachable as far as talking to people. I spend most of my time on here talking to you guys, or obviously ranks and stuff like that. I know Dad's a little bit more stern, but he's getting nicer these days. So it doesn't matter. Either one of us, just talk to us. Or say, hey, can we talk? Or send me something on Discord. I don't know. Don't just make up your own shit. Okay, so AOP. So AOP is determined basically by the PD. Okay, so let me just kind of back up. This will include peacetime as well, because I know we have a thing about peacetime too. AOP and peacetime are for the cops. It's not for the civs. Okay. The reason it's for the cops is because, and I think I've had this conversation with several of you guys before that want to complain when peacetime is on, or we need the civs on to move the AOP. It's not for the civs, because we always have more civs than cops, and every civ only is their own one. They live in their own little bubble. So they all think, well, I haven't done a chase today, so I'm bored. I want to do a chase because I'm not creative and don't know how to come up with any fucking thing else besides shooting a cop or getting chased. But when you have 20 civs and 10 cops, and each civ wants to do a fucking a chase or a pursuit, it gets very exhausting for the cops very quickly. So that's what peacetime is for, is to give the cops a break to to give us a chance to breathe. Okay, so if you're civ or you're an admin who's rolling civ, you don't have any say in peacetime or where the AOP is. The cops that are on duty, even if you're a senior admin and it's only a bunch of troopers, they still get to decide where AOP is going. Just because you're the senior admin doesn't mean, oh, well, I'm civ senior admin, I can go ahead and change AOP and turn peacetime off. No, don't do that, because you won't be senior admin for very long, or admin, or mod, or whatever it is. And actually, speaking on that, I'm probably going to take away peacetime and AOP from the mods. I don't know, we can talk about that. I don't know, what do you think about that, Rydell? Because right now, mods can actually set peacetime and AOP, which I was hesitant to do to begin with. But
we'll talk about that.
Okay. You want to add to what I was just saying?
No, it's actually to the chat. I want you guys to be focused. I know you want to comment on whenever I say something or Nick says something, but please focus on what we're doing right now. We can always get your comments after.
Yeah, guys, enough of the chat. All of you, stop in the chat. I'm not even looking at it. I have it turned off, or I'm on the state roleplay thing because I don't want to see what you guys are saying. It's distracting. So when we're done, you guys can comment stuff. So make notes or write down what you want to say or what you want to bring up, and we'll go from there. So again, AOP is for the cops. Peacetime is for the cops. Those are the people that get to decide. Whoever's on duty gets to decide where it's going. Don't pull a fast one, because I've heard this has happened before, and I'm not gonna say I've heard names or who it is that's doing it. But don't go say, oh, I'm gonna go patrol and then change AOP and then go back as a civ. Because, yeah, that's bullshit. So don't do that just to say, well, I was competent to change it. Yeah, we'll figure it out. You guys are all a bunch of little rats. But you all go and tattle on each other all the time. I can't tell you how many reports I get on everybody about everything. So even when we're not here, we're here. So, we'll get you eventually. Okay, so AOP, peacetime, that's good. So dispatch is done. I'm tired of the complaining. I'm tired of the whining. I'm tired of people freaking out over dispatch. Dispatch is off. So after the meeting, I was gonna get your guys' input on this, but Rydell and I decided, fuck it, we're over it. I don't even like dispatch personally myself. I think it's a pain in the ass. And I was willing to let you guys play with it, but it's turned into kind of this crazy thing, and so we're turning it off. When we get a whitelist, we'll look at it again at that time. But for now, in the open public server, it's done. So I'm sorry if you like doing dispatch or whatever the situation is. It's too much drama, so we're done with it. So I'm going to be taking away everybody's perms to that. If you go and give yourself perms back because you're somebody who can do that, you will lose your ability to be that person. So don't fuck with me on that. I don't want to see anybody messing with the dispatch anymore. I'm turning it off for everybody. If somehow magically one of you guys get it back and Rydell and I didn't do it, there's going to be serious consequences. So don't fuck with it anymore. We're not having a discussion about that. We're done with it. Okay, so moving on. Priority civ tag. So, I'm sure you guys have seen, we have civs, we have the regulars, right, that are kind of in on a daily basis. They kind of do, for example, what's the guy's name? Henry something. He's the gangster. He's in the server a lot. He's usually doing pretty good RPs, creative, right? He's not a fucking little troll. So I'm thinking about doing, Rydell and I are thinking about doing a priority civ tag. So that way when we're full and we're crashing people out or whatever the situation is, we can go ahead and kind of give them priority over the other civs. So we'll take some input on that when we open it up to questions and stuff. If you guys have any ideas about that, I was thinking of calling it priority civ, so they'll just have PC in their name in the brackets. If you guys have a better name or someone thinks of something more creative than that, we'll talk about it at the end here. But I think that's something that we should have. And then that kind of leads me to topic 8, which is civilians in general. So we'll come up with some sort of, really it's the basic rules, right? That's really what they should be focused on. The rules that are in the TeamSpeak, but those kind of are the rules that we're going to be giving the priority civ tag to. Again, at the end, if you guys have more input on what maybe we can do for them without making it crazy DOJ bullshit, then we're open to that. So save your suggestions for the end. But at a minimum, we'll definitely be doing some sort of tag. So the civilian tag we have now, I don't know if whoever wrote this was referring to that or not, but the civilian tag we have now really just gives people access to the cars. That's all it's for. It's not really any sort of actual rank or anything. It just allows you to go from guest, which you can only move around to the lobbies, to go into the civ channels. And the only reason I have that is just in case we get some people in here we don't want having access to everything straight off the bat, we can kind of weed them out. So the civilian tag we have in TeamSpeak now it's kind of the random tag, right? It's really what it should be called. So we'll do a tag above that, which will be the priority civ, and then they can, that will come with kind of, if you're on the server or whatnot, you won't get crashed out. We may add some separate cars for that. I don't know. Or maybe they can have a choice of a car that they like. I'm not really sure. Speaking of the cars, I didn't put this actually on the list, but speaking of the actual add-on cars, we're kind of at our limit. The server's kind of struggling with texture loss and stuff, spawning in all these cars, especially because people like to spawn them in and just fucking leave them sitting around. And that's resources for the server to actually suck up. I actually already upgraded our box a couple weeks ago to try and offset some of that. It doesn't seem like it really did a whole lot. It's just we have high poly cop cars, and then we have high poly police peds, because they're not just the basic sheriff ones or the HD ones with the badges and shit. And then we have the high poly civ cars, and then we're full, and then we have people leaving cars and shit all over the place, right? So the server just struggles to keep up with. GTA 5 wasn't designed to be like this, really, so that's why we're going to get the texture loss. So I was thinking about maybe upgrading the box again to an even higher cores and RAM. I just don't know that it's going to really have much of an effect. I don't want to spend the extra money if it's not really going to do anything, but we may try it. But yeah, so in what I was saying in regards to the cars then, instead of adding more, because we're already at like 100 and almost 130 I think at this point, I will be just replacing them and just kind of notifying you guys. So if you guys have, the suggestions you guys put in, I'm always looking in there. Just because you suggest it doesn't mean we're going to use it. It doesn't mean it's actually going to work either. Sometimes the cars are too high poly. Some of you guys put these really high poly count cars that are too big that won't stream, shit like that. So I'm always kind of looking for new stuff. And instead of, like I said, adding more, because we're at like almost 3 gigs of just civ stuff, and it's a lot for the server to kind of keep up with. So I'll start replacing stuff. Like I said, and we might get rid of supercars. People keep bitching about that, and I'll just put in a bunch of minivans. So. But yeah, that does the civilian vehicles we have doesn't mean those are the ones that are going to stay forever. They're always kind of evolving and being changed out. I just can't really add any more. Okay, so kind of with priority civ tag, so that's number 9, is does the civilian need to be in TeamSpeak in order not to be crashed? Yes. So I think our priority civs, they should be in the TeamSpeak. The randoms are the ones that can, don't have to be in the TeamSpeak. They just want the spawn codes of the cars. That's fine. But the priority civs, they need to be in TeamSpeak. So essentially with that tag, if you're also not in the TeamSpeak, then you're probably going to get crashed out. Again, just to kind of give priority to the people that do the good role play. That'll help get rid of modders, shit like that, right? So that's kind of grouped in with there. Now going back, this is kind of off the topic. We started talking about civ stuff, back to the kind of the admin stuff. So, and this was big with Schnee. I hate to keep bringing him up and putting him on blast, but he really was the one him and Wolf were kind of doing this all the time. And I saw bans, because right when I check the ban list every morning, we see your guys' reasons and whatnot. And, they were big on disrespect or not listening. Guys, it's a video game for one. 2, the average age level, or the average age range, and not to throw any of you under the bus that are in this range, but it's 12 to 15, right? And from what I understand of 12 to 15-year-olds, they're little shitheads, right? Not all of you guys, but most of you guys are shitheads. So you're going to get you're disrespected. You're going to have people not listening to you and arguing with you, right? That's not something that you get to kick or ban them for. So if you are having a consistent problem with someone and they're calling you names and antagonizing you and purposely trying to get a rise out of you, that's a reason to either kick or ban them, depending on how many times you've talked to them. But if they're just, you know, mad because you told them not to do this, that, or the other, but then they kind of go away and stop doing it, then you guys need to use common sense and not be kicking or banning them for that. So kind of the bans, and again, they've stopped because Schnee isn't around, so I haven't actually seen any lately for the disrespect and not listening. You guys need to use like judgment with that, okay? Like we're not, it's a video game. We're not, you guys aren't these high-powered royalty, right? Just because you're an admin or a senior admin or a mod, you're not any better than anybody else, right? That actually annoys me when people act like that. You're there to help the server stay together. So if you're somebody who's got an attitude and you're out there, oh, well, don't look at me funny, you're gonna get banned, and you're not gonna be a mod or an admin for very long. I tell you that because I do not like those type of people, and that's what the majority of the community is run by, right? Not our community, but I mean like 5M in general has a lot of these cocky little shitheads that are admins or mods that just think so highly of themselves that no one else can get a word in edgewise. This is not the server for that. You guys know I don't do that when I'm on the server. I don't act like that pretty much in general ever. I pull the card sometimes if I need to, but you know, we're all human. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a good time. If you're someone who can't deal with that, or you just think so highly of yourself that you just want to ban anyone that looks at you funny, then you're gonna have a rough time here, and you won't be here for very long. Again, to just point out Schnee, but you know, or not to keep pointing him out, but he's a prime example of exactly what that is and what went wrong there. Peacetime we've already kind of talked about, and Rytle, stop me at any time. Like if you want to add to any of this stuff, just start talking. Cause peacetime we've already kind of talked about, right? So it's for the cops to maintain their fucking sanity, right? It's not for the civs. I don't want to hear the civs bitching and complaining. Oh, we turn peacetime off. No, like there is so much to do. Like I don't even like. For me, I like when peacetime is on, even when I'm a civ, because I can still come up with shit that's annoying, that's funny, that is creative without needing to blow anyone up or shoot anyone or run from anyone. And if you guys really can't do that, fucking Google, like, I don't know, a news channel or something and see what's going on in the world today and come up with something like that. I don't know, go watch Life PD and see what's going on there. I mean, some of you guys are just so, like, just want to do the same shit over and over again. It's just, you know. So peacetime is for the cops. RTO, okay, so in radio traffic, again, this server in general, the blanket rule applies at 80-20, right? So if you're doing your shit 80% of the time, 20% of the time you're fucking around, that's for everything, right? That includes RTO. So, and probably not as much in RTO like 80-20, more like 90-10, right? 10% of the time you can kind of get away with doing stupid shit in RTO. Not by stupid shit, I mean like, you know, talking over people or, you know, not calling in your stuff properly. I'm not talking about having a chit chat in RTO. I'm talking about kind of not being strict RTO. We don't have a strict RTO, it's just RTO. So what the sergeants should be doing, or the admins if the sergeants aren't around, is, you know, correcting the RTO and trying to keep people kind of doing what they're supposed to do. You know, which I know some of you guys who see me patrol, that's what I do. I kind of will correct people as I'm going. Even if I'm not watch commander or whatever the situation is, I'll still be like, what are you, 10-11 with what? You know, what are you doing? Do you need backup? Okay, yeah. You know, some of these guys don't know. Most of these guys don't know, actually. And that's our book of business, boys. Like, we're going to get people who don't know what they're doing. That's our clientele, right, so to speak. So you can't be annoyed by them, and you can't be frustrated by them not knowing what they're supposed to be doing. That's why you're there as a sergeant to kind of help train on the fly, right? That's really what this server's about. That's how I learned how to do it, was just doing it and people correcting me and saying, hey man, this is not how you do a traffic stop, let me show you, right? Or you should say this instead of that, or whatever. That's the server we are. That's why we don't have a rigorous training program that you have to go through, because when I did that, because I've done that, Rytle and I were the academy directors at Penn State. Okay, so we came up with all the trainings. So I have 110% legitimate experience dealing with training people. And we would spend hours upon hours upon hours training these guys, right? And we'd pass them on the training, make them do the tests, all this other BS, right? And then we would go out in the field, and they wouldn't know how to call a traffic stop. They wouldn't know how to do a felony stop. They wouldn't know how to talk to somebody on a traffic stop. They wouldn't know how to approach a scene. They wouldn't know how to stack up. They wouldn't know V formation. And we had literally spent 2 hours doing it with them 10 minutes before.
Yeah. I had a training session once with a sergeant who had been demoted for 9 hours. I did a 9-hour training session with him, let him out, and he still decided to fuck up after 9 hours of training.
Exactly.
So we know what the fuck this is.
So you guys may think we're crazy by not having all that stuff, but we've actually done it before, which is why we don't have it now. What really works is when you're in RTO or you're on scene with somebody, going out and showing them how to do it. And they do it 10 times, and then they know exactly how to do it. The training doesn't work. It does to a certain point. To have certain guidelines, to have certain things that, you know, people should be abiding by, absolutely, I agree with that. I'm not saying that structure doesn't work. What I'm saying is the relentless hours of just going through in-game when people are super nervous and they're not fucking, they're just trying to get through it, right? So they can go drive the cop cars. You know, they're not nothing's sinking in because they're only doing it once, right? So that's why we don't have those type of trainings here, because overall, Rattle and I felt they were fucking waste of time because we were still having to go out and still going into the RTO and doing exactly what I do here. Having people calling properly, right? Showing them how to do a traffic stop, correcting them on a felony stop, telling them when I'm out on scene where they need to be standing, what they need to be doing, right? That's how people learn. So that's why this server is this way. It's not just because we're crazy and lazy. Well, it is because I'm lazy now and I don't want to have to go through all that, I'll be honest. But by the same token, we've done it. We've been there. We know that it doesn't really work that well. Unless you're trying to be DOJ, which we're not trying. And again, practice makes perfect. It goes right back to that saying. It's like, it's not about what you do in the 2-hour training. It's more how often do you play? How many scenarios have you been through? How many traffic stops have you done? How many people have you talked to? That's what makes you comfortable in this game doing it. And again, it's a fucking game. So to have to do 2 or 3 hours of training is kind of ridiculous. It was which why we never really had that many cops on Penn. And you go there now, you see the cop ratio is like 5 to 30, right? There's never really any cops on because it's just too much to get through. So I mean, we're never going to be that serious as far as like the trainings and stuff. We are going to now. I'm not talking about when you get to the higher ranks, right? So lieutenants, captains, which is coming. That is going to be something where you actually are going to have to go through actual more training, because at that point you guys understand the basics, right? I'm talking about for the basic cadets who come in off the street who just want to play a game and have a little bit of fun. That's where we cater to. That's where we don't have the strict training. Going off on tangents. So RTO. Okay, so what is going to be something that constitutes a warning is somebody who's having a full-blown conversation in the RTO, right? Or constantly talking over people. What I like to tell some of the cadets who don't know what they're doing is, bro, you need to wait. You need to count to 2 in your head before you start talking. And if by the time you count to 2, you don't hear anybody else talking, then you can talk, right? Don't just start talking the second you want to say something. You need to listen first, right? So if you've had several conversations with people like that, then at that point you need to upgrade to some sort of punishment for it, right? Whether it's a kick out of the RTO channel, like, hey, go take a break, come back later, right, and try again because you're clearly not listening to what I'm telling you, or a strike, which that leads me to my next topic, which is the strike system. So we're probably going to be bringing in some sort of striking system, which I didn't really want to have to do all that because, again, that's just taking it up another notch. That's, I think, kind of ridiculous. But I think we're also having a problem where, you know, I'll talk to somebody, Ray will talk to somebody, Kyle talks to the same person about the same thing, and they're still doing it because they keep getting away with it because we're not keeping track of, you know, their issues they're having, right? So they're kind of like playing the mom, dad, grandma thing, right, or grandpa thing, where they're going from one to another and getting in trouble each time, but it's first warning each time because all 3 of us are disconnected as far as what's going on. So we'll take, again, at the end, we'll open it up for suggestions on how to do that. I was thinking more of like a 3-strike system, so you get 3 within the same time period, which, again, the time period we're going to have to talk about, then you're kind of booted. And, you know, we also need to talk about who can give strikes. I don't think it'll be a moderator thing. I think it'll be more of an admin supervisor thing. But again, you guys think of your suggestions you have for that, and we'll open it up at the end. But yeah, we're definitely doing some sort of strike or tracking system with that. I don't want to do forms and paperwork because, again, did all that. It just is a mess, right? Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to go through it, through trying to figure out what's going on. But I was thinking in the TeamSpeak at least some sort of, you know, couple different tags you could assign to somebody if they're troublemakers, and then by the time they get 3, they're just gone, right? We just give them the boot, come back in a couple weeks, come back whenever, right? Okay, moving on. My voice is starting to go. Number 14, admin duties. General consensus of admin duties and what happens if you don't meet these. Okay, so I know we currently have some senior admins that are kind of just MIA. Admins, kind of same thing. You know, some of you guys play more than others, right? Some of you guys, I mean, I haven't really seen anyone specifically who is an admin that isn't really contributing. Especially, I'm looking through your names here, and all you guys here, this is not really kind of a conversation for you. But I'll just kind of sum it up to if you have admin perms or whatever, and you're just kind of dicking around, and you kind of use them for your own self promotion. Maybe not promotion, but self. I don't know what to call it, but you're just kind of using them just to kind of glorify yourself a little bit, right? You're not actually being an admin. You're not actually contributing and watching the server. So you're rolling around as a civ and you're doing stupid shit, let's just say. But you're a senior admin or an admin or whatnot. Those people will no longer. Those people will start. We're going to start kind of right on. Going to start clamping down and kind of weeding out the people that just have the perms just to have them versus the people that actually do stuff and deal with situations. Because I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't like going on the server and dealing with stuff. Y'all know I'm not a puss when it comes to that, but I'm just like, I'd rather not deal with it. I'll usually send one of you guys to deal with it just because I'm like, I don't care, dude. It's a game. Let me play, right? I'll deal with stuff if I have to, but you know, it's just kind of like it's my confrontation and kind of just dealing with people and the drama is not really my forte, right? Ryder likes doing that shit. Obviously, you guys all know that. I don't, right? It's just not fun for me. So I'll do it if I have to. But that doesn't mean that I don't do it when I need to, right? So there's a difference there. So if you're somebody who's just kind of liking the perms just to have the perms, which again, none of you in here that I see have any issue with this, but just so it's been talked about, we're going to start removing people from various positions, whether it's mod through senior admin. Yeah. Just on that kind of topic, so, you know, I know some of you guys that were here in the beginning, we had kind of the civilian moderator and then we had the police supervisor, and they was kind of like, the server was one big merged piece as far as like admins and stuff is concerned. So I don't know if there's still confusion about that, but I separated them on purpose, right? So you could technically be a sergeant and not be any sort of admin or moderator, right? Because we just don't feel like you're fit for that. But you're still a supervisor of the PD, right? So when you're a sergeant and you're in the channel, you're still in charge of the troopers and the cadets that are in there as far as, you know, correcting the radio traffic, clearing them from scenes, all that kind of stuff. You're just not really an admin. So if you see somebody dicking around, you know, kind of outside of roleplay, then you would refer them to another admin. And then, you know, conversely, if you're an admin, but you're just a civ, you're still, you know, kind of, if you see PD or whatever doing stupid shit that they shouldn't be doing, then you should report it to the sergeant, the supervisor, right? It's kind of, it's two different, they don't necessarily always coincide. Usually they do, because, I mean, to be honest, if you are a good sergeant, then you're probably also somebody who's good at being an admin, right? So you're probably an admin, right? That's kind of why I made it the way it was to begin with, because my logic was, well, you know, if they're a supervisor, then they're probably good at, you know, also being an admin, so why not just make it one thing? But obviously that was too confusing in the beginning, so now they're separate. So they're independent of each other. So you can be the captain and not even an admin. So, I mean, you could be. Not that that would actually happen, because, again, they usually kind of go side by side, but just because you get one doesn't mean you get the other, and just because you have one doesn't negate you of having to do the other, right? If that makes sense. So if you guys have questions about that or need more clarification on kind of how that works, we'll get your questions at the end here. Just to kind of put out there again, they're independent, they're separate. So it doesn't matter what rank you are police-wise, you could be a cadet and also a senior admin. I don't know if we have any of those, but you technically could, right? Or vice versa, a captain and be a mod. Like, it just, again, it probably wouldn't happen because that would be kind of weird, but it could. They're completely independent. Okay, flight perms. So, and this is something that was brought up to me a couple different times as far as playing the mom and dad thing. Again, so if Martin's on and someone asks Martin, hey, Martin, can I fly? And Martin says no, they go run to Kyle and say, hey, Kyle, can I fly? And Kyle's like, yeah, sure, why not? Then they're flying around and Martin's like, hey, WTF, like, I told you can't fly, right? So if you guys are in the server together, let's just say it's Martin and Kyle that are in there, right? They're the admins, they're the sergeants, we got troopers, we got some random civs on, okay? What you guys need to do is talk to each other. So if somebody comes and asks Martin, hey, Martin, can I fly? And Martin's like, no. And then, or Martin can say, hey, Kyle, do you care if this guy flies? Because I don't really think he should. And then Kyle says, oh, yeah, probably not. Then at least you guys are on the same page, right? You guys aren't communicating enough with each other. So if somebody comes and asks you for perms or whatever to do whatever it is, then you need to make sure you're communicating with the other people that are in your, you know, of your rank and below, right? So make sure you tell the admins as well. I think I actually saw yesterday, and it was Winters doing it. When Winters would give somebody perms, he was announcing it in the chat that I said so-and-so could fly. Which I thought was actually a good idea, because then I saw it, and all the other people that were in the game saw that he had told so-and-so to fly, that he could fly, so then there was no issues with it. I mean, if you guys have issue with it, where it's a situation where the person's already asked you, you told them no for whatever reason, then you would just go talk to Winters, let's just use him as an example still, and say, bro, why'd you let him fly? I don't think you should because of this, and you guys need to come to a consensus. Again, I'm relying on you guys being like mature. I know some of you are younger and stuff, but most of you, especially the guys that are higher up, are pretty mature, even for your age. So you guys need to come to a consensus on if somebody's asking for perms to do whatever it is, not just flight, but whatever perms they're asking for. You guys need to put your heads together and come up with a plan or a consensus, and then share it with the other people that are on duty with you. So your admins, your mods, so that everybody's on the same page. So we're not doing the inner mom said no, but dad said yes kind of BS stuff. Again, if you guys have questions on that or need clarification, save it for the end here. Okay, so subdivisions and rules before we actually make them. So this kind of brings up the dispatch thing, right? I kind of let you guys do whatever with dispatch. There wasn't really a dispatch. There wasn't really any rules pertaining to dispatch, and it kind of went to shit, right? Because everybody's just doing whatever the fuck they want. So that is gonna kind of, I don't know, it makes me not want to really let people do like the K9 or the gang units or stuff before they're actually around. But then again, that kind of makes me feel like I'm going against my own principles for the server, my own vision for the server. So if you guys want to do some sort of subdivision, let's do this. Instead of asking me or Rydell or whoever the highest is on.
Oh, we got someone stolen valor outside. Look at this. Stolen valor.
So just like the flight perms or the perms do whatever. So if Jordan wants
he's
to go
got
K9,
a gun, boys.
and it's Jordan,
Let's go
Martin, and
fucking
Kyle
beat
that
his
are
ass.
in the
He's got a gun pointed.
Currently, then they need to all come to the consensus that that's fine for him.
Stolen valor.
And if you guys got
I got this shit. Hey, come here, get in front of my camera. Get in front of my camera. Tell me who you are. Tell me who you are, bud.
You guys are free to kind
What was your platoon, huh? What branch you served in, huh?
That's right. Run away. Real Marine wouldn't run, buddy.
Tyler doing Raven yesterday. No, what the hell's Raven? But it was like their version of Air 1. That's fine. Like, you guys can get creative and do little stuff like that. Let's just not let it get out of hand, because just like dispatch, right? Dispatch got out of hand, and when we can't have nice things, they get taken away. So
you guys can't start fucking fires. What are you doing?
Sorry,
against this, to letting you guys kind of do your K9 or your gang units or whatever. The gang units, okay. One thing with the gang unit stuff, since all you are.
What are you guys doing? Get out of the PD. This isn't a thing. Get out of here.
We have a work order. We have a work order.
So you guys need to not be wearing the.
You already use a jackhammer in the middle of the.
Hey, D.
Yeah, the fucking tile's broken, dude.
Ripping the carpets up.
The work order's on the front. The work order's on the desk.
It doesn't matter. I may have said it was okay at one point in time, but I'm telling you now it's not.
All right, boys, smoke break.
We have an undercover freaking cop for a reason. He's got the proper badges, the proper stuff. No MP characters. Unless we go EUP, which may happen at some time, but it's not now. So.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it originated from Scott because he used to both on NJ and Pen.
Right.
But yeah, I don't have anything against it. Just don't let it get out of hand because it's gonna get shut down just like.
Stolen valor.
So.
Yes, as far as the subdivisions and stuff, you guys can still do the K9 and the gang units
hey.
or whatever.
Get out of here with that valor
don't
that's
let it get out of
stolen.
hand. And whoever is on that is staff,
Knock it off.
or sergeant, or supervisor,
We're
you guys
funny,
need
bud.
to all decide that it's something that you want in the server
For real.
at that time.
Yeah. Communication is key.
God dang.
Yeah, you guys really need to start talking to each other.
Hey,
Brad and I talk to each
get
other
out of here.
24/7,
That's stolen
and
valor.
it's amazing how people think we don't, and we literally pretty much know exactly what's going on.
I'm gonna
at all
record this on my
times.
cellular
It's 'cause we
device.
communicate, right? I'll say, hey, what do you think?
Please
of this?
tell
Hey,
me,
this
what does that
happened, or
patch
whatever
in your
situation
right
is,
arm
and
signify?
People will come to him and say, hey, Rydell, Nick said this, whatever. He's like, no, he didn't.
Please tell me,
just
what
talked
is
to
your
him.
MOS?
So you guys need to just communicate, and things will be much
Please
more
tell
smooth.
me, do you have dog tags?
So that's kind of
What's going on
for
here?
now. As far
Please
as it being
tell
an official
me,
thing,
do
I
your
don't know.
dog
I'm
tags
working on that still.
make a big
I was
significance?
trying by the end of the month.
Branch is naval.
But there's other stuff I still want to get done on the server before then, so we'll see.
Well, wait,
I mean,
if you're
you guys
Navy,
are
why are you
still
wearing
freaking ready,
green?
so you guys already
They haven't
Get out of
switched to
here,
green
stolen
yet.
valor.
I don't know what to tell you. Like,
It's been what?
Stolen valor.
About a month.
Stolen valor, get
For
him.
new toys.
Fucking beat his ass.
So, okay, subjects TPing to admins after being kicked. So if you kick somebody, you should be prepared to explain why you kicked them. If they come back in the game and TP to you and be like, why was I kicked? That's not a reason to kick them again or ban them. You need to explain to them why they were kicked, and what they shouldn't be doing, or what they should or shouldn't be doing to prevent that from happening again. You don't just ban them or kick them because they came back to you to ask you a question. That's ridiculous. That's being over the top. That's being too much. That's being a shnee. So don't do that. That should be pretty clear. I don't know who put that in there, but just so it's clarified for everybody, if you're kicking someone, you better be prepared to explain it to them when they come back in. Otherwise, don't kick them. Go talk to them first, whatever. And again, if some of you guys have heard me, the whole you get more flies with honey than vinegar. A lot of times, if you just go talk to people before you decide to kick or ban them, it prevents them from coming back with their matrix.
Guys,
do it. They did it.
They did it.
Server, right? So try talking to
Peace
people.
time. Stop.
Not yelling, not talking at them, but to them, right? As people, it kind of.
Guys, we gotta go.
But then again, you have people who just have
Guys,
assholes,
it's
right?
time. I think it's time we.
Those people you
Hey,
can
there's
get
a
rid of.
fire in there, by the way. You might want to go in there and get it. Yeah. You're
Okay,
like
so
20 minutes late. It was put
if a newer cadet trooper doesn't listen to a supervisor, they brought into the separate channel to talk to an admin. No. What I mean, unless they're trolling or doing something that's like staff related, the sergeants are the supervisors for the PD, right? So the admins should really, and most of the time you guys are also admins at the same time, right? Some of you aren't, most of you are. So the admins don't really need to get involved in the PD stuff. Like if there's a cadet or a trooper that's fucking around, the sergeants need to take care of it. That's your job. So you guys are sergeants. You're in charge of them. So if you want to demote them, you want to strip their tags, whatever the situation is, that's for the sergeants to do, not the admins. If you're an admin and a sergeant, then obviously it's one and the same, right? But if you're just a sergeant or there's just a sergeant on, and you're an admin and you see a cop fucking around, you go tell the sergeant, hey, take care of your boy here, right? That's what they're there for. That's their kind of role, is to kind of police the police, right? Or train them, or show them how to do the shit properly, or tell them to stop talking in RTO, or correct their 10-11 call, or whatever the situation is. That's why you guys are sergeants, not just to have the title. A lot of you guys just like the fancy titles but don't actually live up to them. So we need to start living up to the titles. So really the admin shouldn't be policing the police, it's the sergeants that are supposed to do that. And then as we get lieutenants and captains, same thing.
Also, if you do end up, as a supervisor, to strip somebody of their tags, be prepared to actually be able to tell why they were stripped of their tags. Because they will most likely go to Mirnix or somebody else and ask why the fuck if you didn't explain it to them first. And then we will come and ask you, and if you can't explain it, then you don't really have any proof for them to have it stripped. I had this once, and I ended up giving somebody their tags back because the person who took them couldn't explain to me why they actually took them.
Yeah, you guys, again, that goes back to the kicking and the banning, right? If you're going to kick or ban somebody, be prepared to explain to them or to someone else why it is you did that, right? And them just being annoying is not sufficient to be kicking or banning people, right? This is a world of annoying. That's what 5M means in general. It's annoying. So, I mean, you guys have to learn to deal with that, or maybe this isn't the game for you. I don't know. But yeah, let's not have the admins kind of supervising the cops. The sergeants are responsible for that. So, admin, if you see somebody doing, or mod, if you see somebody doing something they shouldn't be on the PD, go to a sergeant, go to a higher up on the PD. If there's nobody around, then yes, you can step in if you absolutely need to. But usually there's at least 1 or 2 people that are high enough in PD to kind of deal with stuff and let them deal with it. That's why you guys, again, that's why you guys are separate now, right? You can be a modern admin civilian without having anything to do with PD. Okay, so this is kind of with what we just talked about, number 19. If the cadet or trooper continues to misbehave in RTO and in the game, can you forcibly take them off duty? As a sergeant, yes. Again, admins, you're not really supposed to be policing the police. That's why we have sergeants. So if something's going on, if you're an admin out there or somebody and you see somebody doing shit they're not supposed to, as a cop, go report it to a sergeant. Make them deal with it. That's why they're a sergeant. Same thing. Even in RTO. RTO are out in the game, whatever. So back to the kind of when do we think the new subdivisions will be added. So, again, currently you guys still can do kind of keeping it in consensus. So if somebody wants to go K9, then it needs to be, the consensus of a PD, the sergeants and the admins or whoever who's on, that it's okay to have a K9 at the time. And obviously we only want to have 1 at a time, right? There's no reason that we should have 4 K9 units or 4 Air 1s. If someone else is already doing it, you can wait your turn for them to finish, or try to get into it with them. And what I mean by that is, like, if it's a Air 1, then you're flying as like the co-pilot for Air 1. That's acceptable. Or if it's a K9, then you have the dog and the cop. Or if it's a gang unit, you probably have 2, maybe 3 max in kind of a gang unit type scenario, but don't go start multiple gang units, right? And again, you guys need to get the clearance of whoever's in charge of PD as well as whichever admins are on, just so that everybody's on the same page. Again, we're not communicating enough, right? You guys need to communicate more with each other as far as what's going on. Otherwise, these divisions will be blacklisted like dispatches now until we actually get them set up officially. I'm trying to give you guys flexibility to have the fun, to do the different stuff that you guys want to do, but if you guys keep getting out of control with it, it's going to end up like dispatch. Gone until we actually have something implemented. Yes, you'll be able to apply for the subdivisions. So the subdivisions are going to be handed out to the various sergeants or lieutenants. We'll probably have lieutenants and captains, but we will have lieutenants and captains before we actually have subdivisions. Those are coming first. So they'll be handed out to the different lieutenants and captains, and then it will be up to them to come up with the training or the kind of the guidelines for the subdivision to a certain extent. We're not going to go overboard with it, just like we don't with anything here. But yeah, so it's gonna be something you apply for, just like lieutenant and captain are positions that are applied for. So we are gonna have the more serious side of the server. I know you guys are all you're kind of like, I don't know if it's not serious, it's just too lax over here, whatever the situation is. Yes, it's because we're not really fully set up yet, because I didn't expect us to be exploding like this from the get-go. So we're trying to keep up with it. But yeah, that stuff is coming. So we are gonna have the whitelist, which will be more serious RP only kind of shit. So you got to start somewhere, boys. Got to build the foundation first. Ranks and responsibilities, let's see. So yeah, as far as having like an actual written expectation of each rank, I'm actually going to work something up this weekend for that and just kind of put together some basic expectations, right, for each rank and what you guys should be doing that you guys can reference. So that if the sergeants aren't sure what they're supposed to do as sergeant, kind of like we've been talking about what they should be doing as far as correcting the cadets and the troopers and the removing of the tags and whatever else, I'm going to kind of put that into concrete. So at least we have some basic outlines for that moving forward. So yeah, I'm going to work that up this weekend. Am I a supervisor or an admin / mod? So I don't know who wrote that. I think it was probably... So this kind of goes back to what I was just saying about, I'll just recap. So this goes back to, if you're an admin, senior admin, or mod, they're separate now, right? So you can be a senior admin civilian, or you can be a moderator sergeant, let's just say, right? Again, typically they go hand in hand. So usually the people we trust to be sergeant, we also trust to be admin or senior admin. Typically that's the way it works. So if you're... I'll use the instance again about like a cadet acting up an RTO. So if you're a sergeant, which is the supervisor of the PD, right, and there's a cadet, and you're also an admin, let's just say, and the cadet is doing stupid shit in RTO or doesn't know how to do RTO or keeps upgrading his car when he shouldn't be or whatever the situation, as a sergeant, that's your job, right? You're in charge of PD. That's why we make people sergeants. They're kind of the supervisors of the PD, right? So you need to be correcting the cadet. If you're an admin, you're out there and you're let's say you're rolling civ, but you're also a sergeant, right? But then there's a bunch of sergeants that are in the RTO, and you see a cadet doing stuff he shouldn't be, then you're a civ, so you should go tell the sergeants and let the sergeants that are currently on duty deal with the cadet, right? Even though you're an admin. So if you are able to relay the information to someone that's in the proper rank to deal with the trooper or cadet, that's what you should be doing. If you're the only person online, let's just say you're a civilian, but you're an admin as well, you're not PD, and you see cadets and troopers, because it's late at night, there's no sergeants on, nobody's around, right, from the higher ups, and they're fucking around, then yes, as an admin, you step in and say, hey guys, knock it off, like, you're not supposed to be doing that, right? And then you report them later, or whoever you can reach, that they're doing this, that, and the other, and you let the sergeants or whatever dole out the punishment. So it's never a situation where if you're just an admin or senior admin, you kind of act as a sergeant, unless you just also are a sergeant, if that makes sense. So, yes, it's separate, but if there's no one else available on the PD side that's a sergeant to deal with kind of the trooper cadet, then I expect my admins and mods to kind of pick up the slack, so to speak. We're getting to the point where we have so many sergeants and stuff now that typically it's going to be just there's going to be a sergeant that can deal with it, and that's their primary responsibility. But that doesn't mean that my admins and mods just ignore it, right, on the server. They're not helping us with that, right? So if you see a bunch of troopers doing speed boosting down Joshua, right, it's late at night, you're an admin, there's no higher ranking, sergeants online or anybody to deal with it, you still need to step up and deal with it. I hope that's clear for everybody. If not, at the end here, when we do the questions or the talking, or we open it up for questions, we can clarify that more. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, because in my head it makes sense, but I think we're still having issues with that. So if you guys have questions, let's go over it so it's figured out. Okay, order of kick and ban. So what you guys really should be doing is talking to people, right? And then if talking to them doesn't work, then you're kicking them. And then if kicking doesn't work, then you ban them, right? Kind of in that order. Obviously, there are some people who you're not going to be able to talk to, right? The modders that just come in, people who just mic spam and start saying all a bunch of F-bombs and just stupid shit, right? Just get a rise out of you. Those people I'm not talking about. But I'm talking about the people with the vehicle upgrades, or they're speed boosting, or they're interfering with scenes, or fail RP, that kind of stuff. You guys really should be talking to them first. Go over to them, say, hey man, like WTF, what are you doing? Like, does that make sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me, right? You get more flies with honey than vinegar. Let's try that first. If that doesn't work, then you upgrade it to a kick. If that doesn't work, then you upgrade it to a ban. Some of you guys are just not even saying anything, you just kick them. And then that only makes them pissed, right? So they go get their fucking matrix menu, they come back in the server, and then now we got the UFOs and the fucking, you guys are complaining that you want a server restart because